Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to TPL Live. It is Dives, Mr. Crockpot on Twitter. The Sixers take on the Washington Wizards tonight in their home opener, regular season opener. Tonight is our watch party. We're going to be breaking down our reactions and stay tuned because we will do our post-game show right when the clock hits 0. We're going to lead us right off here with my man Jason, who is at the game, at the stadium right now, covering for the TPL Painted Lines. What's up, Jason?
Hey, guys. Hey, everyone. Appreciate everyone tuning in. It's exciting. Opening night. Hope springs eternal. Team is undefeated. Like Chris Webber said last night, even if your team loses, you're still in the playoff race. So opening night's pretty great.
I gotta ask, Jason, is that your lucky flamingo mask, or what's going on there?
No, listen. We have a stack of masks at the front door, and every time I leave the house, I grab one and I put it in the pocket. I don't even look at it. So, yeah, it's awesome. Tonight it happens to be flamingos.
I love it. Also joining us today is Austin. You know him on Twitter as the host of the Feed to Embiid. What's going on, Austin?
Not much. Excited to kick off my first regular season on the beat. I'm doing it remotely this year, but I'm excited about it nonetheless. It's still a fun time regardless. And today, the Feed to Embiid locked up its second ever sponsorship. We are now partnering with
hold on. They didn't pay us. They paid you. So you talk about that on that show.
Fair enough.
You can forward their email. You can forward our email to them if they'd like to talk about a larger agreement.
Fair enough.
I like money too.
Fair enough.
All right. Speaking of money, we've got my man Joey Money. What's going on, Joey?
The road to 72-0 starts tonight. What's good, fellas?
72-0. Let's go. And then we got Tiago. What's going on, Tiago?
So, man, yeah, it's exciting. We all saw what Brooklyn looked like yesterday, so it'd be a good statement game for the Sixers tonight. But what I really want to know is how many threes did Ben Simmons make in pregame there, Jason?
I don't even watch to see if they go in or not. You know, he looked fine. It was fun. I'm always more impressed with Dwight Howard, who comes out at the same time, and the fluidity in Dwight's shot that you wouldn't see 10 years ago. So there's hope for Ben. Maybe when he's 35, he'll shoot a nice fluid three.
Hey, better late than never.
It's a decoy to get people to stop looking at Ben so much.
I mean, Dwight's a pretty good shooter. It's surprising.
Wow. Love it. All right, let's get into our expectations for the home opener. Jason, lead us off. What do you want to see tonight?
They've got to level out Westbrook because I think Westbrook's just going to be a downhill wrecking ball, especially in the first game with a new team. You probably aren't looking to run a bunch of complicated sets. You probably just give him the ball, let him get downhill, kick out, dump off to Bryant inside, Thomas Bryant, and kick out to, your shooters. And he's got a few good ones. Who guards Westbrook? Probably Ben Simmons. Who guards Beal? Probably Danny Green. But does Westbrook hunt for switches so that he can get Seth Curry in isolation? Those are the things I'd be looking at early on. That first quarter will tell you what the Wizards' approach is. I think, the Wizards' defense shouldn't scare anyone. So, it'll really come down to things like foul trouble. Which team gets a star in foul trouble?
Yep. That was my take. I joined the Daily Dose just before this. Like, I just want to see Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid get to the free throw line ad nauseum. You saw Ben Simmons' free throw attempts per game kind of go down last year. You saw Joel Embiid's numbers go down last year. I want to see these two put in better positions to succeed, and I want to see these two make a living at the free throw line. Get Ben from like 5 attempts per game to like 7 to 10 per game. It's that simple. What about you, Austin? What do you want to see tonight?
Well, so I think Doc hinted at it today in his pre-game availability about an hour ago. He said, our depth is something that I'm really optimistic about. And I think this game tonight is going to be about depth because the Wizards have a lot of star power in that backcourt. And I think you have, a Russell Westbrook with a chip on his shoulder. Obviously, Bradley Beal is trying to win some ball games finally. So I think that they have the capacity to sort of create havoc in that downhill environment, like Jason said. But I think the big difference here is going to be depth. Who's secondary, tertiary, and other pieces on the periphery, can really put together some positive minutes, and there's a lead there to build upon that lead.
What about you, Thiago? What are you looking at?
Yeah, I mean, this is the type of game that I think Joel Embiid has to have a big type performance. Thomas Bryant is he's a nice player, but I don't think he's much of a matchup for Joel in the post. So I look for Embiid to really dominate and kind of make his name right from the start. And the second thing is Shake Milton. I mean, we saw yesterday what Karis LeVert did for Brooklyn in that second unit. So I'm looking for Shake to kind of do some of the same things, especially on the offensive end. I think he has that kind of potential, and I'm looking for him to kind of dominate that second unit.
Joey.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually pretty excited to see the Russell Westbrook Bradley Beal dynamic in meaningful action. I mean, we saw Bradley Beal absolutely dominate in a ball dominant role last season, and now he's going to be taking the court of one of the most, if not the most, ball dominant players in the league in Russell Westbrook. And Beal's obviously way more than capable of thriving in an off-ball role. But, you got to do more than score, and this Wizards defense was absolutely horrid last year. They allowed the second most points in the league. They had the second lowest defensive rating in the league, and opponents shot well over 37% from deep against them. So tonight, I really expect the Sixers offense to have its way tonight. Yeah, like we had hinted at earlier, I expect Joel Embiid to dominate Thomas Bryant down low. And it's just going to be really fun to see this, this offense in meaningful action tonight and see, really what they're all about. I think the preseason game has a lot of reasons for us to hope that it's way better than last season.
Funny stat, actually, about the Wizards defense. They gave up 150 points in regulation 4 times last year.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
They score a lot, but they'll give up a lot.
Yep. All right, Denny Avdia, Austin. What's your expectations for his rookie debut, man? You're a big Denny guy.
I was a huge Denny guy. I still am a big Denny guy. If the Sixers have to lose tonight, I would hope that the stroke of death would be a Denny Avdia game-winning 3 at the buzzer.
Oh my God! Let's not go there.
But I definitely a big Avdia guy. I like what he brings as a shooter, and I think he's only going to get better as a playmaker. So I will root for Denny tonight. I will, and if maybe if Furkan Korkmaz can maybe make a wide open shot, that would be something that I would also enjoy as well.
All right. He's starting, right? He's starting.
Yeah, FD is starting.
Yeah.
All right, Jason, who is your player of the game for tonight?
I mean, this is going to come down to Joel Embiid and Russell Westbrook. So those two have a very interesting history. Now that they're in the same conference, I think we can watch that rivalry become even more intense. But I think both guys have reasons to be really motivated tonight. You've got Westbrook putting his stamp on a new team, and you've got Joel Embiid, who is 0-5 against Russell Westbrook. Just watched one of the more unusual rivals that he's got in the league move 200 miles south, or 150 miles south of him. So, I think it's going to come down to the two of them, and whichever one of those two is able to impose their will on the game is going to take this and will be the player of the game.
Matt McGinty from the Faithful Fanatics pod had an interesting stat today that Embiid has never beaten Russell Westbrook. So that is a very interesting.
Yeah, I wrote a story about that for thepaintedlines.com. It's up there right now. Yeah, that's true.
Chris, maybe if you read it, God.
All right, Austin, you're up, man. Who is the player of the game? What's a matchup that's going to dictate the Sixers getting the W?
Last year opening night, it was Ben Simmons. I am going to go with Ben Simmons again. I just think that there's going to be a way in which he really imposes his will on this game, and if they're going to, I think the half court offense, as Doc has said, is going to be a struggle for a little while. And so if they're going to score points, it's going to be in transition, and that's where Ben Simmons is. That is his, his most wonderful song, his masterpiece.
Love it. What about you, Tiago?
Yeah, I mean, I go back to Joel Embiid. I don't think the Wizards have much of an answer for Joel tonight. It's got to be Joel early. It's got to be Joel often. I will say this, though. The Wizards have some very interesting pieces that I think fit what they want to do around Beal and Westbrook. So one of the names that I would keep an eye on as a fan would be Troy Brown Jr. He shot over 60% from the three-point line in the preseason. And if you watch him in the bubble, he did a lot of good things for Washington. So he's the name to keep an eye on tonight. And I think the Sixers are going to have to match up with him, figure out a way to match up with him tonight. So,
Joey?
I got to go with the big fella. Ramona Shelburne wrote a very interesting piece for ESPN that was published this morning, and she talked to Joel, and he sounded pretty offended that he got slighted last year for All-NBA, and he definitely sounds like a guy that's going to be on a mission this season, and tonight is the first night to really show that he's on a mission to prove that he's going to make it back to that All-NBA team. And so I pray for Thomas Bryant, who's going to have to bang with him in the low post. So I expect him to have a big game tonight.
You know where I'm going, Jason. I'm going Shake Milton. Shake Milton all the way, baby. I think this guy's going to put up 20-plus today and be that spark because I think the offense is going to be a little slow, a little sluggish tonight. I think the Sixers are going to win by defense, and I think we saw a lot from Shake in the pick and roll with Dwight Howard, and I'm just really excited. Let's go to this question, Jason, why we still have you. Are we going to see Matisse Thybulle tonight, and how many minutes are you expecting from Tyrese Maxey?
Well, so, I think I said just a few days ago, I really thought that Matisse is not in the 10-man rotation. Tyrese Maxey is. But just something about yesterday's interview with Tyrese Maxey after practice and something about the stuff Doc said leads me to think that Doc might go with either more experience or a shorter bench tonight, just to get off off on a good foot. So I think actually both of them are going to play less than 10 minutes tonight. Now, again, I'm probably wrong, but that's just what my gut's telling me. Over the last couple of days, they had Tyrese had a great preseason, but just something about the tone and the word choice in the last couple of days tells me he's not due for a big role tonight.
Okay. I go back to last year's opener versus the Boston Celtics when Matisse Thybulle blocked Kemba Walker from behind. Could you imagine if Tyrese did that to Westbrook tonight? Like, Twitter would blow up. What about you, Austin? Where do you see Thybulle in the rotation and that back end of the rotation? How do you see it playing out?
I think to begin his career, his minutes are going to be spotty and probably matchup dependent. So for that reason, I do believe Tyrese Maxey probably is going to play a big role tonight. I think Thybulle is probably favorable to play a bigger role. But I do think as we move along and the season goes, I even tweeted it today. My guess is Maxey seeing upwards of 20 minutes per game by the early stages of January.
Thiago?
Yeah, it's interesting Jason mentioned that because one of the names that I look on the bench who has that type of experience is Terrence Ferguson. So I meant to say.
There it
There it is. And the win. The confetti goes up in the air.
So, I saw Matt record earlier. It's good to see Matt.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, I mean, maybe Terrence Ferguson is that guy, that experienced guy off the bench who gives you a little bit of shooting, gives you defense, and, helps out to bring the W home tonight.
I watched him shoot earlier, and yikes.
Not good? Still not.
Who?
Steve Ferg.
Ferguson. All right, I don't want to kill your guys' audio,
no worries, man.
so I think I'm gonna jump out. But enjoy tonight. It's it's a great time. I appreciate everybody who's tuning in with us. We know you have other pre-games to watch. You chose us, so we really appreciate it. Thanks, folks.
What other pregame was there? We're the only one.
Yeah, there is no other pregame.
I don't know pregame shows that could possibly.
Don't tell us too high. Come on.
My ears stop bleeding now. It's much quieter.
Steven says that Thibault will get more minutes than Maxey tonight. I respectfully disagree. What about you, Joey? What's your take on this back end of the rotation? 9, 10, 11-man rotation. Where are you at?
I think Thibault will get the nod right off the bat just because he's the incumbent, and he still does have an NBA skill with his defense, even though he looked a little bit lost in the preseason. But I think Doc really tried to temper those, what we saw in the preseason by saying that, we were trying to ease him into it because he had the ankle injury. So maybe the preseason wasn't the clearest indicator of what his role is going to be this season. So I would fully expect Matisse to sort of have the 10th man role tonight. And depending on how the game goes, maybe they throw Maxey in there for some spot minutes. But I think it's Matisse's role tonight.
All right. I love it. So you guys are watching the Painted Lines YouTube channel. Please be sure to comment. Please be sure to like. Please be sure to subscribe. We're going to be here all night reacting to the game, and that will lead us. We're also going to be doing Sixers trivia all night. And let's lead off with a Sixers trivia question. If you know the answer, let us know in the comments below. I'm asking who was the 5-man starting lineup in 2016-2017. Can you give me all 5 guys?
Joel Embiid,
guys.
Joel Embiid, Dario Saric, Gerald Henderson,
Bayless. Jared
Nope.
Bayless.
Sergio Rodriguez.
TLC,
Sergio Rodriguez.
Sergio Rodriguez.
TLC, or Covington.
Covington.
Yeah.
So Chris Dunn says time to hammer Westbrook. I put a tweet out there earlier, like who did it better, Embiid posterizing Westbrook or Embiid posterizing man bun during the couple years ago. So, 2 of my favorite dunks of all time. There it is. Coyle says Rocco and Chris Dunn says Rocco. All right, guys. What else are you looking at? Anything else, Tiago? I got a DM. Rob the link. All right, Austin. What else are you looking at tonight?
It would be nice to see Joel Embiid identify a double team early because they're inevitably going to double team him, and to him to find a shooter. And then it'd be nice if that shooter actually made the shot. That'd be pretty sick. And it would also be cool if Tobias Harris made a decision before my 3:00 sandwich tomorrow. But other than that, those would be pretty cool.
Austin's just angry because of the Tobias Harris question. He didn't like the answer.
I had it coming. I did have it coming. It was maybe not the best question to ask, but as someone who has always seen the glass half full of Tobias Harris, I thought I could have gotten a better answer. But
you should have prefaced the question with that. He thought he was just another hater when you asked the question.
I mean, Austin is a hater by heart.
All right, guys, we are nearly about 20 minutes away from tip-off, and joining us is the voice of the people. What's going on, Rob?
Yes.
I have never been more excited to watch a sporting event that matters in the city of Philadelphia. Seeing as though we've spent the last 2 months watching sporting events that don't matter. This is an exciting moment, and I'm just waiting to be thrilled. And yes, I even put $10 on plus 500
You never do that.
to make 1-3.
Oh,
I went off of 10. That was the big bet today. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready.
Plus 500.
I get the question is, what happened first, the Ben Simmons 3-point attempt or Furkan stepping out of bounds?
Furkan stepping out of bounds.
All right,
Rob, I'm setting the over/under for Tony Bradley points at 4.
The Bradley's boys. I know the other member of my Bradley's boys crew is in here.
He's here.
All right. We got two right now. We need a few more. Anybody want to join?
Porter Hobson's joining. Says, "Hi boys, I'm new. Thank you for watching. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. We're gonna be here all night. It's gonna be fun. I promise." Rob, what are your expectations tonight? What are you looking for?
I'm trying to keep my expectations tempered. It's the first game. It's a new system, couple new faces. I think you're going to see a little bit of ugly play early. I always love the Joel Russell dynamic because I genuinely believe they hate each other. Like, I don't think it's just an act. Like, I genuinely believe they hate each other. I am intrigued by this Washington team. I think they've definitely improved. But listen, I want to see a defensive effort that we expect, and I'm hoping they come out with a win. I mean, you want them to get started off on the right foot, and let's face it, this town needs something to celebrate, even if it's a game 1 of 72 win. We need something to celebrate right now.
There's 50% of the Bradley's boys right there.
Yeah.
I'm a Tom Bradley guy until he breaks that first shot. So then I'm out.
Hey.
Also, wait, real quick, just so we know the rules for tonight, if we're going by Sixer Twitter rules, if they win tonight, they're going to the finals. If they lose, we're tanking for the lottery.
100%.
So,
that's how it works.
We're going to want a new coach by the 10th game.
Yep.
Coach.
Austin, I've had a thought in my head. I want you to I want to hear your thoughts. Because all I keep hearing is Joel Embiid. When I hear Doc Rivers, when I hear push the pace, when I hear defense, all I think about is Ben Simmons. I think Ben Simmons is the key to this Sixers team, not Joel Embiid. I think Doc Rivers came here for Ben Simmons, not Joel Embiid. Any take on that? Because all I hear is just so much Joel versus Russell Westbrook. I think Ben Simmons is the engine tonight.
Didn't I just say that 2 minutes ago?
I don't know. Did you?
I think you
I said
did.
he was my player of the game. So yeah, and I think in any world where there's pace involved, I mean that you're going to unlock Ben Simmons for that. That's what makes this offense hum. And by the way, that's also the continuity between a Joel Embiid-less roster and a not Joel Embiid-less roster. So, I mean, yeah, he's going to control the pace. But I think also it's important to not conflate pace with transition offense. Pace can be quick hitters down the court. That can be, it's a half court set, but you're identifying things quickly and you're going and you're making a play to get to a score very quickly. The point of the pace is to make the defense move fast. That doesn't necessarily mean have them backpedaling in transition. That can just mean, okay, the entry pass is already in Joel Embiid. We got to turn and go. So it's important to not conflate pace with transition offense. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. And I think in a perfect world, they will find the balance between you're playing full court transition pace and then you're just playing fast pace, but it's in a controlled environment in a half court.
Yeah. Chris, can I just make a point on that? Because I think Austin really touched on something that's very important. And we watched last night, we watched Brooklyn and Golden State, right? So Austin's talking about early offense, and both teams had early offense about 25% of their possessions. Do you guys know where the Sixers ranked last year? It was about 14%. So Ben Simmons is absolutely the guy who can really take that number from 14 to about 22, 23%, which is where the league is trending going forward. So you need somebody who can identify early offense, can make that quick pass, and get that quick, easy shot as the defense is getting set.
Yeah, and you look at what the model has been for this team is 2017. You look at pace and you look at possessions per game. The Sixers were 4th in both of those in 2017. They were, towards the bottom of the league in the last 2 years in those two categories. So I think Ben Simmons is the engine that Doc is going to build around. And I'm just so excited to see him have a supporting cast, have floor spacers. We have Steven saying at least 4 Ben Simmons dunks. He will lead the league in field goal percentage. Don't see him firing up threes. It's all about free throw. Go ahead, Rob.
I'm just saying, just one. Just make one free today. Make one free today. Let me win back all the money I lost on Sunday.
I think getting to the line 8 to 10 times is so much more important than putting up a 3-point attack.
I agree.
Absolutely. Mark Bernstein says the Wizards call the Sixers an offer Bertans for a salary filler and Tobias Harris. Do you do it if you're Daryl Morey? Any thoughts on that, guys?
Yeah, I'm taking that deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm a Tobias guy, but I'm taking that deal.
I mean,
if you don't take that deal, you're getting put in concussion protocol.
Out a huge floor spacer, you get out of the contract. All right, guys.
Wait, before we get into fully entrenched in the game, did we have any notable reactions to the Rockets Harden news that's been breaking over the course of the day? Any notable reactions that you guys are feeling?
I mean, all I said was, and I don't know this from personal use or anything, but he better not go to Miami ever, because if he goes, he'll never play in another game again. Because of his, as I called it on Twitter today, his hobby in Miami will turn into a downright destruction of his life. So I would not ask to go to Miami if I was James Harden. If he wants to play better, if he doesn't, he'll have a lot of fun with his hobby down there. He'll have a lot of fun.
Mark Zuboff is on the TV. We are back, guys. We are back.
There he is.
Any other comments on
In
Harden?
Miami's defense, they do have Live, which is a great nightclub. So
True. The comment of the night, I just love it. Matt McGinty says, "Are you guys going to show the game? You guys shooting the game?" I love it. I love it. All right, guys. What's good, Marky? 215. What's going on, man? Thanks for joining. We are doing our watch party tonight versus the Wizards. Let's go Sixers. Anything before this game starts? Anything you guys want to plug? Floor is yours. Go ahead. All right. So that's
Yeah, you have to have something.
all right.
I want to plug something because I know people are dissing my boy Andrew Wiggins, right? After last night. And make no mistake about it. He was terrible. He was absolutely terrible. But I'm going to come out with something to show you that Andrew Wiggins is going to have a good year this year. So keep on the lookout for that.
is it weed?
No, it's not weed. Trust me. He's in a good team. He's a good team.
I said it earlier. I've never seen a professional basketball player make basketball look so hard.
The game is just slow for him.
All right, let's go trivia. Let's go back to Michael Carter Williams' rookie year. Can you name the other 4 starters on that team? If you know in the comments, comment.
Spencer Hawes, James Anderson, obviously MTW,
Hollis.
Evan Turner.
Yeah.
Evan Turner.
Thaddeus. Yeah.
Thaddeus Young. Nailed it. Good job, guys. Good job,
What a
guys.
squad! What a squad!
Oh, my God. Winless.
Did they win their first 3 games, right? They won their first 3.
Yeah, they started 3-0.
I got so hyped. I thought they were going to be going all the way.
I know. Winless for Wiggins. That was a thing. That was a thing back then.
Thank God it never manifested.
The Sixers got so lucky in that draft
Big
that Joel
time.
got hurt. They got so lucky.
Yeah.
They would end up with
They
it.
lucked out
Wiggins.
not getting Jabari Parker too.
Oh my God, they got so lucky.
I can remember just being, it's got to be Wiggins or Jabari. It's got to be Wiggins the whole time. And now I'm sitting there going, man, this is why I'm sitting here, and there are actually people that have their job.
Oh my God.
Weren't they comparing Wiggins to the new Kobe back then?
It was Maple Kobe. It was Maple Kobe.
Oh my God.
I'll never forget MCW's triple-double. And that getting the win was one thing. But Magic Johnson coming out and be like, this guy's the next it. Like, he's the next legend. And
he flirted with a quadruple double.
That decline and just going back to Magic Johnson's tweet was was everything, man. What a moment. What a moment. What a Sixers moment. Here we go. Marky215 says, I ain't gonna lie, Wiggins a bust. He looked bad against the Nets. Thiago, you had a really good take on this. What's your take on Andrew Wiggins? Is that guy done or what?
So here's the thing, like for the folks who want Tobias to process the game faster, watch
that guy done. He never started.
Say it again. Watch Andrew Wiggins, because what the Warriors are doing exactly what we want the Sixers to do with Tobias, to be a fast player. Now, that fast does not mean exactly good. And what we're seeing that fast for Wiggins is not good. Like, it was a disaster last night. But for what the team wants him to do, it fits what they want him to do. So I'm just saying, like, there's a path there for Wiggins to be productive this year. Just have patience. It's only been 5 years. It's fine.
The guy has no All right, well, let's go. Rob, where do you see the Sixers finishing? You know, we're like literally 10 minutes away from tip-off for the home opener. Where do you see the Sixers finishing in the Eastern Conference?
Rob's going to be like 32, 38, and 2.
2?
With Doug Peterson getting fired at the end of the season.
Rob is frozen.
Can you guys see me now? Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
The answer is going to go against the grain of myself. And I actually am optimistic about this team. And I think they're the 3 seed. I do. I think they're the 3 seed, and I think a lot of that falls that I don't think Miami is as strong as they showed last year. I think they played over their heads a bit. I see major issues in Boston, especially with the Kemba Walker injury. And Indiana, I think, is hanging right where they hung last year. You know, the only 2 teams that I look at and I go, man, it's going to be tough for the Sixers to top them is Milwaukee and Brooklyn. And Brooklyn scared me even more last night. I mean, Jesus God, they go to that second team that's a starting bunch for many teams.
Yeah.
I mean, they are so deep.
Yeah.
And like Steve, everyone's like, oh man, Steve Nash must be able to coach. Well, maybe he can, but that's not what's winning right now. They just have talent out the ass is what's winning. So I'll give the Sixers a 3 seed. I don't know what's there, 72 games, somewhere mid 40s in the wins. I'll give them. You know, I'm high on them. I'm high. I'm feeling confident for now until 2 hours from now when I'm telling you they suck.
Rob's gonna text the group chat at like 9:30 and be like, I fucking hate this team.
Coming, baby.
Yeah, wait. Optimistic Rob. I think we need to drug test him.
Yeah, I haven't started drinking yet. I got to wait till one of my daughters brings me down my box of high noons so I can get started.
It's the Jalen Hurts effect, Rob. It's the Jalen Hurts effect.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That guy's name.
I'm watching TV and you have Mark Zumoff and Alab separated by a glass. Do you see it? It looks like a hockey game. All right, Austin, where do you see the Sixers finishing?
I said today 46 and 26. I think they finish second or third in the East. I think they lose in the second round unless they get James Harden, which my gut says they will get him without giving up Ben. And if that happens, then they're going to the finals.
Thiago.
For me, it's 45 and 25, and I think James Harden. Sorry, 45-27. 45-27. There you go. And I think a Sixers team without James Harden that gets the Eastern Conference Final, that to me tells me a lot about the growth and the star potential of Embiid and Simmons. So that to me is their ceiling this year. And I think if they get to that point this year, that's a very, very successful season for the Sixers.
Yep. Joey?
So I went the same route as Austin. I think 46 and 26, third in the East. I think Joel returns to the All-NBA team. I also think that Ben is the runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year this year. I'm fully on board with that campaign, and no one is going to stop me. And I think Shake makes a real run at Most Improved Player this year, considering that he's probably going to have a big offensive role. And I think playoffs-wise, I think they win at least one playoff series. And depending on if they get, depending on how the bracket works out, they could potentially win another series and get to the conference finals.
What is going on over there, Austin?
We got to close up this broadcast. The game's about to start.
My feeling is just like 2017. Like all signs I see point to the Sixers kind of struggling to kind of get the DHO, get the pick and roll flowing, And then you see that second half run. Remember 2017, how unbeaten they kept 17 games. All right, Austin, that's the anthem right now. All right, guys.
Okay. Okay.
At the twilight's last gleam, the stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. All around as we watch, who so gallantly streaming. And the rockets ringing, bursting in air through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
All right.
All
right. Now we got to do the like after they announced the opposing team sucks.
I think I'm most
Oh,
that Austin.
I'm ahead. I'm ahead on my end
That was
because
my
Joe
take. I'm ahead of Austin.
I'm ahead of Austin. I'm on YouTube TV. I don't even know how that's possible.
Right?
Joel and Ben were the bell ringers.
Quill says woo. Mark Bernstein says go frickin' Sixers. We got Joel and Ben ringing the bell. Let's go.
That was very well done. That was a great anthem. Wow.
That was really good.
That was great.
Who is the veteran that usually does it though? The WMPT.
Oh, that guy's the best. That guy's the best.
I thought they were going to go with him.
Oh man, we have videos of it on our page too.
Oh, it's Ben and Joel. Ben and Joel doing the ring.
Yep.
Very nice.
That's we just talked about how you beat this really deep Brooklyn Nets squad, this always good regular season Milwaukee Bucks squad. It's Ben and Joel in the pick and roll, and that is it. That is it. And you saw them ringing the bell together. If those two can get on the same page, if Joel finally freaking realizes he needs Ben to be that guy, that driving force to take the next step, it lives and dies with those two. Period.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys got a chance to read that ESPN article that I mentioned earlier, but it seems like Doc is really emphasizing the fact that they should really start to do a lot more together. Like the interview for that article, it was a joint interview with them together. And I just feel like he pretty much realizes that they need to win together and they need to have that chemistry in order if this team is going to get as far as they want to go. And I think they're starting to realize that as well.
Yeah, that's nice. But I would like to see them work out together too in the offseason. That would be something that I would personally enjoy.
Uh,
One interesting anecdote, it said that Ben got so disillusioned with the staff and everything that he started practicing by himself with his own trainers away from the team.
I don't blame him one bit. All right, here we go. We got starting lineups here, introductions going down. Ben goes first. Oh, my gosh. I love those red jerseys, man. They're so sexy.
All right, guys. I'm going to step out. Were you guys doing a post game afterwards or not?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Join you guys after that.
See you, bud.
Good luck.
You too, buddy.
We're going to need it. Bye.
All right. DSD League 030 says Joel the best. Trust the process. Thunder Dude, what's going on, man? Says this season's going to be so exciting. And then Steven says Ben is the GOAT. Mark says, let's go Sixers, watching from Raleigh. Go,
Yes,
Bradley.
sir.
UNC. There you go, Rob.
Bradley, baby. Bradley, Danny Green.
Way to Bradley's boys.
We're the Tar Heels up north. That's all.
Cole Anthony's looking good, though. Cole Anthony's looking good. I think that Markel Fultz extension was funny with Cole Anthony, like, just balling out. Like, Cole Anthony is an infinitely more better fit than Markelle Fultz on that roster. So
well, he's much more of a dog than Markelle Fultz on the court first and foremost. I mean, he's going to give you everything he has no matter what. And there's not going to be any thoracic bullshit disease that's going to ruin him. It's insane.
What's the over? Go ahead, Joey. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say he was so very polarizing. But at the beginning of the college season, everyone had him like top 10.
Yeah.
And then he had the knee injury, and then he was sort of inconsistent.
Yeah.
And
he had the knee injury. He was asked to do everything because the team I mean, they literally lost 7 or 8 of their top players to injury throughout the course of the season. And they never were able to get into a rhythm as a team. And he started forcing things, and that led to the inconsistent play. But the kid's a player, man. He's just an athlete. He's just a ball player. I think he'll be fine. And I do think it's amazing they give Fultz that contract because I think Cole Anthony's going to take his spot.
yeah.
Here we go. We have a tip-off ready to get going. I don't know how far behind we are from Joey. We'll find out pretty soon. But it looks like they're tipping off right now.
Miss J.
Yep.
We got Ben on Russ.
Let's go, freaking Sixers, baby.
Danny Green on Bradley Beal.
All right, Ben Simmons bringing the ball up.
And first bucket.
Ben Simmons on Russell Westbrook as expected. We got Denny Avdia versus Tobias Harris, which is like the matchup that we really need to expose. Joel Embiid misses it. We have a
little middle mid-ranger from Ben.
Oh, yeah?
Pick and roll with Joel.
All right, so you're clearly ahead of us.
Yeah.
Denny, we've done many pods on Denny Avdia scouting reports. We love Denny Avdia. We are very high on him. He's a great player. Very fun to watch. Robert O'Neill says, let's go Sixers. Thanks for joining. Ooh. All right, yeah. Ben missed it, but it was I like the aggressive.
It looked good, too. It was confident.
All right, Washington.
A little high-low, yeah.
Washington N1. Here we go.
Ben's aggressive to start.
Mark says 5 minutes for Thibault. We pretty much led off this pod with
first bucket.
What the back end of the Sixers rotation would look like. And for me, at least, it was Thibault was the one out. And we'll see. We don't have to talk about this anymore because we're actually watching the game. It's freaking great. Ben Simmons with another jumper. Let's go. Keep shooting, buddy. Keep shooting.
And Joel drew his first foul.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's the thing with this. What we have to understand. If Ben's attacking, that's good. Everything else, don't worry about the makes right now. Let him. But if he's shooting the ball, that mid-range game, then we should be very, very happy with that.
Yep.
Ooh, thought about it.
I don't think Tobias has touched the ball yet.
Nope. I don't think anyone outside of Ben and Joel have touched the ball.
Yeah. Oh, man. Does it feel good, guys? Good. It took the Eagles until week 14 to actually be somewhat enjoyable to watch.
Nah, I can't even enjoy them now. I can't even enjoy them when they're playing good because it's like a civil war has broke out amongst the fan base and it just ruins it for everybody. But
there you go. Tobias takes Avdia off the dribble and makes a bucket, mid-range bucket.
How am I behind you today? What is going on here?
They need to expose.
I'm way ahead of you guys.
Yeah.
Expose Denny Avdia for the NBA world, man. You got it, Toby. You got this.
I will say the one thing on those first few possessions is there is no bunching up on the floor as of yet.
Nope.
They're keeping the ball moving. They're spreading the floor. I don't know. See, that annoys me what Toby just did there.
No, they're getting in the paint at will.
Yeah. There we go. We got Ben versus Russell Westbrook for the easy bucket all day.
And all day. Bucket.
And Russ with another bucket. And Tobias on the post up. Nice.
Little Seth Curry runner.
Absolutely bullied Bradley Beal.
We believe in you. Don't be like the Eagles. Great comment. All right. Westbrook's actually hitting jumpers today. Okay. Sixers have hit 4 straight field goals. Another bucket by Toby.
You know, I wonder if because you have all these other guys who are going to be seen as the guys that score, that Toby's just better just because the pressure's off of him having to be, you know.
Unbelievable.
Ooh, alley-oop from Ben to Embiid.
Oh, can't wait for that.
Denny FD is not really involved in the offense. I mean, that makes sense with Westbrook and Beal and all of them, but I'm very high on Denny FD. I think he's going to be.
Russ is really selling for these mid-rangers.
I know. Let him shoot that all day long.
I feel like my thing is just like
Tobias is going to work.
We have Dunder Dude saying Joel. That was pretty. Little alley-oop between Ben and Joel. Man, how many jump shots does Russell Westbrook have already? Feels like he's just shoots the ball every single time. It's hilarious. Michael Bryan says the floor spacing looks great. Another bucket by Toby. Here we go. Nice little hot start from Tobias Harris.
They need that.
They absolutely need that. They need him to be that offensive weapon.
It's huge. It's absolutely huge if Toby's going to be that guy.
Oh, Daniel Vita. That's his first points.
All right. Dunder Dude says Tobias is on point right now. Toby is balling. Toby on a mission.
Sixers have made the last 7 shots.
The Sixers have hit the last 7 shots.
Yep.
Then you have Dia, first 3. There it is. I like that kid a lot, man. He's gonna be fun.
I've been a fan of his ever since he did his draft interview from a wine cellar.
I remember that interview. Now that I'm looking at the kid. Yeah, that was fantastic.
That was the best ever.
All right, Washington has a 16-14 lead, nearly halfway through the first. Let's go to our Sixers trivia. Let's go to 2008, 2009. Can you name the 5 starters on that lineup? Go ahead, guys. If you know in the comments, let us know.
Jesus.
Iguodala.
Dallenberg. Well done.
Andre Miller. Elton.
Jesus. Well done, sir.
Thad Young.
Boom.
Wow. That's impressive.
That's impressive, man. That is impressive. Joey's on fire today. Joey's on fire.
Woo.
All right. Yeah. Quick takes. Here we go. We've got Tobias Harris leading the offense with 6 points in 5 minutes. Embiid just has 1 bucket in 5 minutes. Danny Green, 0 points. Ben Simmons, what you love to see is 4 shots in 5 minutes. He has 4 points. And only 1 turnover on the Sixers. So they're down 2. That's really what you want to see so far. Curry has a bucket. He had a floater in the lane. How you guys feeling so far?
I'm liking it so far. I mean, got to shore up the transition defense, but I like what they're doing on the offensive end for sure. Getting into the paint, and eventually they're gonna translate that into open looks outside.
Yeah, they look aggressive. Actually, Stephen Green just said, I'd like to see Embiid more going to the basket, less of the jump shot, less of the fadeaway. I mean, it's part of his game. I get that. But one of my things with him is, man, use that size, use that strength, and just go in strong on these dudes. But the fact that Ben has 4 shots already is very, very exciting. You just got to hope that he keeps doing it.
Yeah, we see. I like this comment. Embiid needs to stop selling for those mid range. I've been really interested to see how they get Embiid the ball down low. We haven't really seen it yet. Still getting it like on that high post, but we'll see. But the biggest takeaway is by far Embiid is getting to the bucket, and I don't care if he misses it. Just keep attacking Ben and get to that free throw line. That is everything.
Just need to shore up the defense.
Yep. Matthew says Tobias Harris has looked good so far. Dunder Dude says, I want to see some threes from Curry. We're going to get there, buddy. We're going to get there. And Ben woke up feeling dangerous. I got Ben for 20 plus. Love it. Love it. God, it feels so good to have the Sixers back. So
I know the set. I'm way behind you guys, but I'm watching.
All right, there's our first.
Good defense down low by Joel.
I actually really I'm like I said, behind you guys, but to set the Sixers ran out of the timeout.
Yeah,
I liked it. And you got an open mid range shot. You missed it.
Yeah, I think Joel said some good screens there. That's what you want to see. They're getting some pretty good looks.
Thomas Bryant's starting to get on a roll.
Second turnover.
Joel's got to pick him up there.
Right. All right. Sixers down 6. Seems like. Oh, the box score is also ahead.
Yeah. Because I got them down 4 on my TV, but I know that they're down 6.
Another jump shot by Ben. Ben's really pushing it, man. I love to see it.
So, quick little news. Shams just reported that Harden got fined $50,000 for violating the health and safety protocols.
Wow. All right. 9-0 run by the Wizards right now.
Shake is in the game.
Shake is the first going off the bench. Is that it?
Yep.
So I
He's
put
in for Danny Green.
I put a $5 bet to win $250. Shake 6th man of the year. It was like plus
mid ranger from Joel.
I love it. Matthew says Shake is in, and here we go, Shake.
Oh, he's on Beal.
Shake is defending Beal.
Yep. And Beal drills a mid ranger.
Guys, they're a little. All right, nice little mid-range shot by Embiid there, but no one's really moving. No, they're kind of standing around a little bit.
They were letting him face up there.
I still am really hoping to see Embiid when the double comes to be a little bit stronger with his decisions, a little bit more decisive. That's a great drive by Ben. Now I don't know what he's going to do from the foul line, but that is the drive you want to see from Ben. That's the drive you want to see from him.
First free throw attempts of the year for Ben Simmons coming up here. Robert says this is the Ben breakout year. I don't know if you want to call it a breakout, but I mean, he was first team All-NBA defense. He was third team All-NBA. But I do think that Ben is the engine. Ben is the engine for the Sixers, not Joel. I do agree with that.
Bradley Beal's starting to kill him now.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Bradley Beal, Russell Westbrook, these two are two players that are thorns in the Sixers' sides, man. I'm pretty sure Bradley Beal shoots well over 40% against the Sixers, well over 20 points a game. Westbrook is a killer, obviously.
Steal by Curry.
I didn't think those two were synonymous.
That's a bonus. When you get the steal by Curry, that's a bonus. But we'll take it.
Well, Joel's hitting his shots, that's for sure. But I don't like this shot selection.
He's in the paint. That's where he's going to thrive, though.
Yeah.
And they're really putting Shake through the ringer, putting him on Beal.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, that's tough.
You know, Russ isn't even out there right now. I just, I feel like there should have been a better option there. Oh, wow. That was a man's rebound.
Woo!
Yep, only he can do that.
And B with a massive offensive board and putback. We've got H.
I really think they got to think about that. Look, I know that they love Shake, and Shake can do a lot of good things. I don't think Shake should be on Bradley Beal right now. I just don't.
Doc got a little too hype after that one possession he had on Jaylen Brown. So.
Yeah. All right, I got to go get my high noons because apparently my kids are not bringing them down to me.
All right. H-Town says, what up, Sixers fans, Rockets fans here. Our game got canceled. I'm sorry to hear that, H-Town. That sucks, but thanks for watching. Thank you. Yeah, come on. Let's end the year with a game that the Sixers win this. Let's go. Dwight and Joel together, is that true? Is that happening? We're a little behind.
No, I don't think it's going to happen. They called a timeout, so I assume that Dwight's going to be coming in right now.
Yeah, I can't imagine that there's two playing on the same court together.
We cannot let First Take get the gratification that they predicted that lineup.
All right, let's go to Sixers trivia. It's a timeout. If you guys know the answers, write it in the comment sections. We know the miraculous run the Sixers went in 2001. Who started at center the year before that?
So that's the sixth. Wait, say that again.
All right. So the year that the Sixers went on the run to the finals versus the Lakers, who started at center the year before that?
Ooh. That's way too old for me.
Weird for me because people forget in 2001 that Dikembe came over midway through the year.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Theo Ratliff started the first half of the year. Now, what I can't remember is was he their starting center the year prior? I don't know.
McCullough.
I mean, I'll guess Theo Ratliff because I just don't know if he was there the year before.
Chris Dunn says Sam Dallenberg or Theo Ratliff. We've got a Theo guess. We've got Todd McCullough. Man, we've got a trick question. They had no center. Billy Owens was technically their starting center. So
yeah, I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah, Matt Geiger.
Geiger was on the 01 team.
Oh man, that guy was a bust. Oh.
Single-handedly saved the AI for getting traded though.
That's true.
Bob,
what's going on, man? Want to say hi? I'm busy at the moment. Go Sixers, baby. Thanks for stopping in, man. Thanks for stopping in. Man, I met Matt Geiger. I actually shook his hand. That was like the death curse right there. I met those guys.
Man, Beal.
Yeah, remember last night, Rob? Like, Jess was like, I don't care if you. It's all about winning a championship. Like,
yeah.
Jess didn't have to live through how terrible those years were watching and living and dying the Sixers in the 90s. It was brutal, man. Brutal.
Oh, come on, Shake.
Oh, Furkan. This is why I don't want to see you for more than 15 minutes.
Right. So Cork Miles was the second guard off the bench here.
And then Dwight came in for Joe.
Ooh. Yeah. That's some air right there. Who was that?
I love the way Dwight sets screens.
I love the way Dwight does just about everything right now. I mean,
get a shake. Rimmed out. Dude, Dwight is such, like I said in my videos, he's such an underrated signing for this team. Not just in the pick and roll, but really to bring that interior presence.
Wait, Tyrese is coming in soon.
Tyrese?
He's next sub. Yeah.
Woo!
He's the next sub off the bench.
Let's go.
Oh, thank God. Oh, man. Thank God for Dwight. That was nice.
That makes him number 9. So then the question will be, is Mike Scott 10? Right? I guess that's probably
what the popular prediction.
Yeah. Man, talk about you know what's funny, right? Is this fan base, Matisse is untouchable. and the guy's not even in your initial 10-man rotation.
Woo!
Is Philadelphia the only place where a guy can be untouchable and he's not in the rotation?
I'm sure, it has to be in other cities.
That's like, oh, you can't get rid of TJ McConnell. Like, no, yes, you could. You could have got rid of TJ McConnell.
There you go, Shake.
Nice block by Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard is looking terrific in this sequence here.
And Mike Scott's also checking in too.
So there it is.
I was right. There it is. Matisse is the odd man out. Nice defense, Ben.
I was going to say,
transition defense.
That's the little things of Ben Simmons that people don't want to ever talk about. Like that's a transition layup that because Ben is where he is and who he is, it's not good. It's just, oh my God.
Furkan called all air on that floater. That he's usually nice with that.
That sequence between the Ben's defense in transition and Sniper Shake hitting a corner three, baby. 9-2 run here in the last 3 minutes. Sixers are looking good. After the timeout, the Sixers are looking great.
I can't believe he's getting first quarter minutes.
Oh, Furkan.
Yeah, I don't.
Tyrese pulled a Furkan, Rob.
Oh, step out of bounds. Damn it.
All right, Tyrese Maxey's first NBA minutes. It's happening. It's going down right now, guys. Let's go.
Oh, Tyrese, that upsets me. That's only I make fun of Furkan so much. I can't have you doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's out of bounds.
You know what? He was out of bounds before I ever caught the ball.
Oh, here we go.
All right,
my man Dylan goes, I know you saw that floater by Korkmaz.
There we go. First bucket.
Korkmaz haters are here. Get Cork out of there.
There's Boyle, Furkan teaching Maxey bad habits.
Oh, what a block. God, I love Dwight. And Furk. Bang.
Rebounds does Dwight have already?
They're humming.
I mean, like I said, this was my biggest strength.
When we had a small guard do that.
Wait, watch. Keep watching. I'm ahead.
Dude, I love Tyrese Maxey's confidence, man. Boom! Look at that block by Dwight. Let's go.
Keep watching.
Come on.
Boom!
Oh, great defense.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
That was an inspired end.
That was Dylan. That was Dylan.
Holy crap. Yo,
Put it into that quarter.
You talk about hey, and that's one of the things you wanted to see from this group because you saw this team struggle at the end of quarters the last couple of years. I mean, you talk about a way to end a quarter. You go on a
defense by Shake on Russell Westbrook.
I know. Yeah, it was great. Yeah. Is Shake a great defender now?
Right. I mean, Jesus, Dwight Howard was incredible in that first quarter. Was incredible.
This comment right here by my man Steven says, I love how he came back without JoJo. When does that happen? Never.
That is foreign to this city.
The biggest development of this season is when Joel goes to the bench, we're not scared for our lives and like saying, oh my God, how many minutes can we get Joel to rest before we have to bring him back? I mean, it's unbelievable. And then to think that you could still go to Tony Bradley and give him another couple minutes,
Unbelievable.
Tony Bradley effect, baby.
All right. So, obviously, the main take of this game so far, one, we've got Ben in attack mode. You look at the stats. He's got 5 field goal attempts in 11 minutes. He's only got 4 points, but you'd love to see Ben in attack mode. Totally different impact kind of player when he's between the ears getting to the rim. The second takeaway has to be the bench. You look at this second unit that really just kind of thrived in that last second half of the first quarter. 6, 8, 10 points by the bench in that first quarter. Really led by Dwight Howard, I think. Dwight Howard, baby, kind of set this tone there. Dwight Howard had 2 points, 5 boards, a block. He's a +8. Tied team leading with Furkan Korkmaz with a +8. And that was my main takeaway. Last night, guys, during our crossover between Party on Broad and the Madness, like what was the biggest takeaway of the Sixers preseason? The bench, the second unit. The Sixers have had a bottom bench in the last 3 years. They haven't had a good bench in forever, and we just saw it. We just saw it. What about you, Joey? What was it? Are there any other takeaways from this first quarter? I'm going to make a drink.
Yeah, you hit it on the head. I was also very impressed with Shake's defense that quarter. We saw a little bit in the preseason that there were probably hints that he probably improved on that end, but he made a couple nice steals and played some great defense on Russell Westbrook in that quarter there. So I'm really liking what I'm seeing from him on the defensive end, surprisingly. And right on cue, he allows an inlet pass.
I'm still watching a guy hit a bunch of drums, so I'll be seeing that play in a minute. But no, I mean that's
and then he drills a three, so all's forgiven.
That's what I think Shake is, right? Shake's gonna be a guy who's gonna make a mistake, but he's gonna help you out in another place. Who shot that three? It's such a weird for the Wizard.
I think that was I can't tell now.
But that was a weird release.
Ish Smith, baby.
That was Ish?
Was that it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ish Smith is great.
Jesus. He's another one.
I mean, talk about another Shake three. Let's go, baby.
Russ just tried to body up Shake.
That's a problem. That's a problem. We've got, anyway, so many comments here. Thank you, everybody here for watching. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. We'll be doing Sixers trivia during the breaks. We didn't do one just now because I had to make a drink. But here we go. We've got Russell Westbrook versus Shake Milton. And Shake's another – whoa, we got a foul here. But anyway.
You let Russ take that three any day.
Shake's holding up his own a little bit. We've got Matt saying process legend Ish Smith. Man, that guy was so fun in the pick and roll with Nerlens Noel. I don't know if anybody remembers that. But there were so many great moments with that. That was fun for me, at least. I enjoyed it. So you want to remember Ish Smith on the process Sixers, baby?
Here's the deal. I was all about the process, and I was fine with it. But then we became so like, oh, well, everything. No, eventually we had to move the hell on it, and it felt like no one was willing to do that.
Furkan for another.
Honestly, I was more of an Isaiah Cannon guy myself, but
Cannonball.
I used to get so mad that guy had a nickname. I was like, how do you get I was like, it's the worst thing I've ever heard. How do they call Dwight Howard for that foul?
Man, death, taxes, and Ish Smith getting buckets against the Sixers.
I know, right? Period. I mean, this little test for Tyrese is Tyrese defending Ish Smith, because that's a really fun little test. Because Tyrese is on.
Oh, you gotta hit that Furk.
Tyrese is defending Ish Smith, and that's something the Sixers have struggled with, pick and roll defense, especially in the backcourt. Look at that defense. Oh, that was a great shot.
I thought that was great. I was going to say that was really good defense by the kid.
Man, that was tough. Tough.
That looked clean on Shake there.
Actually, so we see in the second unit, Tyrese. Come on, Court. What are you doing, Court? Court, we're getting good shots.
Yeah, I am. Listen, I know that there's a love affair with some of the fans of this of our TPL network, but honestly, you can't tell me that if Furkan is only hitting one or two threes, that there aren't better guys that can play right now. He's way too inconsistent for what you're trying to do.
I hear you. So Sixers 33-31. Russell Westbrook at the line. Russell Westbrook misses the one.
Oh, yeah. Great move by Tyrese.
So this is what we're seeing is, Tyrese kind of facilitate a little bit, and then Shake playing off ball, which is really interesting. That's was another one of my main questions.
He's so nice with the ball.
I know. It's one of my questions, how Doc Rivers balances the ball between Shake and Tyrese in the backcourt on the second unit. That is one of the most fun questions.
Shake and Dwight pick and roll.
Mackey's change of speed, throughout one is exact like it's going to work so well
Yeah.
in the NBA.
He's such a great finisher at the rim, too.
Yeah. I like it. I already liked it. I like the look of it. Oh.
Nice little runner from Shake Milton, man. Oh, man.
Shake Dwight pick and roll, I'm telling you.
Man, oh, man.
That wasn't a foul on Furkan? Okay.
All right, that was a good defense by Fergan.
I think he slapped the shit out of him, but that's all right. I'm actually a good guy on the limb and say I'm damn well positive he slapped the hell out of him.
All right, you have Shake Milton and Tyrese Maxey with 12 points in
Shake playing good defense.
11 minutes. 12 points in 11 minutes for the Shake and Maxey duo.
Yo, the NBA's got to be kidding me with what they will charge me.
Oh, my God. Tyrese.
With what they're trying to charge me for a custom-made T-shirt. Come on. How am I going to get a Tony Bradley shirt made if you're going to charge me $40? It's just not right.
Russell Westbrook is really going after Shake Milton.
Robin Lopez 3. You got to be kidding me.
Tyrese, get it, guy. Nope.
Or
Are you kidding me? Woo! Dude, Tyrese looks terrific. And there's Matisse Thybulle at the back end of the bench, man. This might be the comment of the day. I love it, baby. I love it.
go down.
I love it. I mean, he looks terrific, no doubt. You can't deny that. All right.
This is a lot of confidence by Doc to run out that lineup this early in the game.
And to run it out for as long as he has. You know what I mean? Like, that's been the thing. You couldn't do that the last 5 years here. You couldn't run a bench lineup for this long and not only, maintain a lead, but extend it a little bit. Because what are they up 7 right now at the break?
I think they're up 4 now because, of course, Robin Lopez made a 3.
Okay. But I mean, the second lineup can actually. It's a serviceable NBA lineup for the first time in a long time here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not that hesitant now to entrust them with, winning games, surprisingly.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, Tyrese Maxey, Shake Milton, Dwight Howard. Guys, this is a dream. This is a dream. Here it is. No one is allowed to call Tyrese a Maxey Pirate. Did you guys see that tweet from me like several days ago against the second preseason game where me and Coyle just lost it?
Oh,
that was great.
I
Dylan,
need to know.
go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
That's all right. Wait a minute. Is Tony Bradley 11 or 13? Because Chris Coyle's over here calling him TB13. NBA.com has him as number 11.
Oh, dude, I don't know. I have no idea, man. I have no idea.
Know this before I order this shirt.
Chris Dunn says no starters are in and we are winning. Seems like the Sixers bench have already scored more points than we see all last season. Good job, man.
Hey, man.
I know you guys saw that floater.
What about that 3, though, Dill? What about that 3?
If he's only out there to hit 1 3 a game, what's he out there for, Rob?
Right. Mark says second unit will keep the Sixers in the game or stretch leads. Absolutely. That's definitely the main take so far in this game. We've got Wizards Nation joining. What's up, Big Simple? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining. Love it. Big Denny Avdia fan. Big fan. We did scouting reports on that guy. A lot of us had him in like top 6, top 7 in this draft. Man. Ben, Shake, and Maxey need their own lineup. We haven't seen that yet, but that'll be really interesting. But the obvious take is Shake, Tyrese, and Dwight Howard together in the pick and roll is absolutely dynamic. So
Right now we got Shake, Ferk, Joel, Maxey, and Mike Scott. I like this. I'm interested by this lineup.
Our CEO goes, "What's the link for the Nova watch party?" It's the wrong party, bro. No one cares about Nova around these parts, right, Rob?
You watch your mouth, Dives. Matt McGinty's in the comments.
Love it. What up, family? Thanks for joining, dude. Really appreciate it. Thank you. All right.
You guys have no idea how badly I wanted to see Neto cook Furkan that one possession.
Coyle says looks like TB11 now.
Mike
Ooh,
Scott.
Mike Scott with the corner.
All right. So, I mean, the proof is in the pudding here. Matisse is the odd man out so far. So far in this rotation.
Which is unfortunate because I expected him to actually improve this year.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, let's
Bad pass.
this is a hell of a shot by Mike Scott. Let's talk about the rookie quarters before the cross-court pass. Mike Scott's over there. I am gushing over Tyrese Maxey right now. I'm gushing over the kid.
Rob's got a man crush.
I do. I really do.
Dylan, how you feeling, man? You did back-to-back pods today. You holding up okay?
I'm great.
The
Yeah.
Sixers are winning with their guard play, which is just
Tyrese?
unfathomable. Tyrese, oh,
I think he just pulled off from the parking lot.
Is that his first three?
I completely expected that to go in.
So did I. The roof of my house would have came off. Rob, how'd you like that first Ben pull-up?
I'm telling you, that's what I'm looking for, man. Although tonight I would like to see him
Whoa!
just from a
All
gambler.
right, Tyrese, come on, baby. Woo!
They bailed him out.
Joel,
Wow.
Joel drawing a foul on the three. Okay.
Oh my God!
Everyone loves Nova.
That-
Get out of here.
If
Get out of here.
that you don't have a basketball IQ if you're fouling a Joel Embiid three. Like, come on, you got to be better than that.
It's Thomas Bryant for you.
Yeah, I was going to say, Rob, I don't know if Thomas Bryant has much of a basketball IQ. Did you see the video of him going after Blake Griffin in one of the preseason games and Blake just laughed at him?
Wait, that wasn't on the shot? Okay.
Yeah, they didn't call the Bradley Beal corner against Danny Green shooting either, which I was confused about.
Well, they said Beal was on the
Okay, Shake.
Oh man, Shake.
They said Beal was on the what?
rip through is when the
Okay.
foul came in. So before he went, I don't know how Joel's was not in the shooting motion, but
Going the other way. That's Thomas Bryant again. How many is that on him?
Ball don't lie.
He's
Thomas
got 3
Bryant.
now. Bring in the caveman.
Man, Shake.
Rob, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking high noon.
Shake Milton, baby. Woo! Let's go.
Rob, you're bougie,
Shake
dude.
frickin' Milton.
I'm very bougie. I'm very bougie. Well, here's the deal. So we ordered normally like our pizza night in the house is Fridays, but with it being Christmas Eve and Christmas, we did it tonight. And I ordered a giant friggin' calzone.
Nice.
So like anything filling like beer just was not going to last for me tonight because of the calzone. So, you go with the little bougie high noons. But you know what, dude? Just as much alcohol, if not a little more than a beer, I'll be feeling pretty good when I finish 4 or 5 of these bad boys.
You know what you got to try if you haven't tried it yet? The Bud Light Platinum Seltzers.
I hear they're pretty good too. I know.
They
I might have-
are. They are, and you put a few down, and
I was
you
so
have a
late
night.
for game because for the longest time I looked at seltzers as an easy way out.
Yeah.
Like when I was young,
Yeah. Preach.
when I was in college, that was like the Smirnoff Ice and Mike's
Yes.
Hard. Right? If you were a guy drinking one of them, you were getting called for it. Like how
Yeah.
dare? And like so, I think that was in my head when the seltzer started to become big, and then I started talking to like the young crowd, and all the guys were like, "Nah, man, the seltzers, it's not
Yeah.
like it used to be."
Yeah.
I'm like, all right,
They're also the percentage of them are also a lot higher now. so
yeah. I
it's
mean,
like-
if you take those Smirnoff Ices back in the day were legitimate friggin' sugar.
Yeah.
I mean,
Great.
just-
They still are.
oh,
You feel in the back of your mouth.
in the beginning of the quarantine, I got iced by a coaching colleague of mine. He had to drop something off at my house, and he's like, "Yo, I left you a little gift out on your front." And I'm like, "Oh, that was nice of him." Him and his wife just came from dinner, and I go in the bag, and he's got the friggin' giant Smirnoff Ice with a note that says, "You've been iced. You have
Wait,
24
the
hours
big one?
video." Yeah, I was
Oh.
like,
Yeah, it's not fun. I've gotten that my fair share of times.
"Oh, it's the worst." Getting iced, honestly, might be worse than being asked to do a shot.
So
Well, if it's a normal sized ice, it's not bad. But if it's the the double decker ice that you're gonna be you can't drink the rest of the night because that is just so filling.
Stay on. Can I?
Well, we were at a wedding once, and the bridal suite had a bunch of Smirnoff ices, but someone kept sneaking in and icing our table. So I got iced like 4 times in the night. And the last one was the end of the night. I was wrecked, and I throw on my coat. The guy who did it had left an hour and a half earlier. And I had no idea. I throw on my coat, and I'm like, Jesus. I was like, what the hell do I have in it? And I reach in the pocket. Smirnoff ice. It had to be in there for over an hour. And my wife's like, you don't have to do it. They're not here. And I'm like, screw that. Get the camera, video this shit right now. One knee hammered and did the whole thing, but I was not feeling very well the next day.
All right.
Totally. Like when you look back to like when I was younger, and you have like so many more options now. Like like Rob said, when I was going through like my binge drinking, like Miller Lights, you didn't touch all these other like Smirnoff, Zimas, like that was like kind of the cop out. And then it went on to like IPAs, and now like today you have ciders, you have sours, you have IPA, like you have so many more options.
And with the defense.
All right, game's back on. Here we go.
I'm sorry. All right, Joel with the 3.
Go ahead, Seth.
Oh man.
Winner 3. Here we go. Here we go. Seth Curry's first 3 as a Philadelphia 76er.
Just keep watching.
Oh baby. What's up, Dylan?
Dude, yeah. Do I sound okay?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Foul?
You guys are muffled on my end. I've never done this on my phone, so I'm all screwed up over here.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, now it's fine.
The Sixers are on a tear right now. The Sixers are on a tear. Let's go.
They left Joel in an island out there.
Once again, Joel Embiid already has 11 points, and it doesn't feel like that.
Yeah.
Clyde is 11 points.
Yeah. Oh, that's not. Oh.
Yo, that's a terrible call. That's a terrible call.
You know what that is? That's your boy Neto.
I don't know. I don't know if Seth ever actually touched them.
My goodness. Steven said Ben needs that aggressive form from the first quarter. Matt says, Dylan, your internet's down bad.
Am I good now?
You sound fine, man. We can see you and hear you fine.
Maybe your internet's down bad, Ken.
Oh, Neto. Glad he's gone, man. Could you imagine how big of an upgrade it is go from Neto to like Maxey and Shake off the bench?
Yeah,
I never thought he was as terrible as some
Thank
people
you.
made him out to be.
He wasn't terrible.
I
He was
agree,
fine
Joe.
with what he was. He was fine with what he was, but you can't play that guy.
They called it on the floor?
That was on the floor?
That's got to be why he's complaining, right?
Oh, he is going to the line. Okay.
Thank you.
He doesn't get that. I never seen him that mad.
Yeah, the initial call was on the swing through. That ref's awful. It's probably the same one from the last 2.
He is the
Going crazy right now.
Let me tell you that's got to be a ref who doesn't understand the rule of the swing through, because he's now tried to make that call 3 times and he screwed it up.
This comment by Steven says, there's no bet on the phone. We completely forgot about it. Same with Joel. The story of the game so far is the bench. 24 points by the bench. Like, what
What did I see? Milton and Maxey have 16 combined or 12?
Yeah, they had 60. They have 16 combined.
What is this? Is this real life? That was my number 1 takeaway going into this game tonight. Was the bench. The proof. Go check out my videos.
They call it.
wow.
This ref is awful.
How?
They don't know if watching a Prius at the Daytona 500. Nobody cares about Villanova. Nobody cares.
God, I hate that. I hate charges. Except for when they go for us.
Yeah.
because then that
I
happens.
love this posting up Ben down low. I love it. Keep going. Inside out, baby.
That's not even close to being a charge, though. I have
That's a terrible call. What is happening right now? Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
watch his foot. You cannot move your feet the way that guy is, and he leans into him.
This is awful.
It's a bad call.
Ugh,
God, if Brett Brown was a coach right now, people would be screaming that he hasn't called a
Oh
timeout.
my God. Bad turnovers. Yep.
Shots.
Who would have thought that like the bench is like the strength of the Sixers? Like that is crazy. That is a crazy. I'm not like I said it, but it's that concept. The concept is crazy. That
They had Seth in the corner.
See, there's that turnover on Ben.
Yeah, I don't like that. When he like lifts up his feet and he looks.
He's at the basket at that point. Just keep going. Just keep going. Don't
My
pass.
God, Bertans is a killer.
Game of runs, guys. Sixers went on a huge run. The Wizards are now on.
You're missing Curry wide open by himself.
It's gonna take time. Danny Green's kind of been non-existent. There you go. Here's a bucket by Danny Green.
Seth's got to hit that. That's what they're paying him for.
The possession before Seth was wide the hell open.
Oh my God!
Oh Jesus Christ!
Guard that man.
Wow, major run. Major run by the Wizards right now.
Yeah.
Coyle says, give the ball to Ben. Starters playing poor defense. There's Seth. He misses it. Misses a corner three. Come on, Sixers. End the half strong, says Dunder Dude. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, my God. Tie ball game. Jesus. Woo. All right. Sixers call a timeout, maybe? No? Here we go. We're rolling, baby.
All right. Doc does not want to call the timeout.
My goodness. I mean, it's only 27-23 in the
Another charge? Oh my God.
I mean, 3 straight threes for the Wizards. That's what it'll do to you.
Obviously, we're reacting to this, so I don't know. We'll have to look at the box score and stuff tomorrow. But, I mean, on the surface, the starters come in and completely blow the lead. The defense gets worse. The chemistry gets worse. And they're creating offensive fouls. You look at Tyrese and Shake Milton. Those two, Dwight Howard. I mean, by far, I mean, Joel Embiid looks terrific as well. Tobias had a good first stretch of the first quarter. I don't know what's going on here. They just momentum shifting like crazy.
2 charges. Yeah, 3 threes in a row.
Oh, he's got to see that triple team coming.
Bertans shot that from Broad Street. The Stars are just slower right now. And that was expected. They're going to need time to figure it out. I don't think anyone should be shocked at that.
Jesus.
But, I mean, they look just slow is a good word. My goodness. Wizards have come all the way back. 18-3 run the last 3 minutes. There's Mike Scott. He misses it. Damn. Nice steal, Ben. I
was going to say, Jesus Christ, blow the whistle.
Woo. Move the ball, Joe. My goodness. They're getting out hustled big time.
Joel Embiid has to understand that when he's on the block, he's not going to have that much time without guys coming over to him. And he's got to do something with it quicker.
Matt McGinty said the starters look stagnant.
My dad's in the other room. He just texted me, this first team sucks.
There's no flow. There's no offense. Whereas there's a block by Embiid. There's a block. Whereas in the first quarter, they were getting good looks. Because it was mostly because Ben was in attack mode. There we go. There's Ben. Come on, Ben. In the first quarter, Ben was, going downhill and getting into the paint and putting pressure on the defense that way. We didn't see that in the second quarter. Maybe that's the difference. I don't know.
Well, does Ben at least hit one of these? Please tell me he does.
Michael says we need a leader in the first unit like Howard is for the second unit. You're not wrong, dude. You're not wrong, Michael. This is like the concern for the Sixers moving forward, especially when they get to a half-court playoff situation. Is like who gets your bucket? Who is your shot creator?
And now they finally drew a charge.
Damn. Advertisers are not happy. What does that mean, right? I don't understand that one. What did I miss with that one?
I guess not many commercial breaks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That is, yep. Well, what you know is you have a charge-happy officiating crew. Because I don't know if I've seen this many charges called an NBA game in a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, this one isn't a terrible call. I mean, he is still moving a bit, but
Michael says, Ben, stop passing out. Quill says the first team needs to be a half-court offense unless Ben breaks. Second team, pushing speed.
of course, Danny Green hits a shot after the whistle.
I said this during the Daily Dose. I jumped on there before we started doing this watch party, and that's exactly what I said. Is like you can't overreact to what you see with this first team offense. You got to give them time. Danny Green, Seth Curry, Doc Rivers. Like there's so many new parts to this. Like just don't overreact. Don't overreact. Kind of give it time to find itself. I think.
Well, and you know what? You see it everywhere, right? I mean, the Lakers looked like just not a good team last night. But the Lakers have few new pieces. They got to get you cannot overreact to game 1 of 72. You just can't do it.
Right.
And the Clippers had continuity from the previous season. So of course they're going to look a little better.
Exactly.
Just let's not like go crazy here. Let's pump the brakes. It says
they're not getting. I mean, it's not like they're getting blown out like the Lakers were last night. Right now,
yeah.
If anything, they have shown real signs of being a really good team. You just have to.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to live through these drolls right now. Oh, I love this play.
Seth Curry, get it. Ooh.
I'm telling you right now, I loved that play, having Seth come up from the baseline to get the dribble handoff from Joe.
Little high-low. I like that. That needs to be a focal point of the Sixers offense, and it'll come, but you can't just expect it to like click like on the first game.
Great move by Westbrook for that layup.
He is like, who's more athletic, Iverson or Russell Westbrook?
Oh, Russ. Russ is he's a violent athlete.
Yeah.
What do you guys think in the comments? Let us know, because these are, I think, pound for pound, some of the most athletic people I've ever watched. AI versus Russell Westbrook.
I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. It's half on my end.
So what's Seth got? Seth's got 7 in the first half?
Seth has 7 in the first half in 14 minutes. I've got 2 seconds remaining.
Somebody got called for a foul. I don't know who.
I thought it was maybe Danny Green.
Ben or Danny.
Um,
Ben's complaining, so it looks like it was Ben.
The only reason why I say Iverson, man, is like, how many times did that guy hit the floor every single game?
Yeah.
That guy was what, 150 pounds soaking wet? And like all he did was take shots. And
Why-
in an era that was like so physical compared to what it is now.
Yeah, I think he was a tougher player. But from an athleticism standpoint, I think, I could see where you give it to Russ. But as far as who was tougher, I mean, I don't think that's even a question. I think Allen Iverson was Allen Iverson was tougher than most guys that are in the league right now.
Oh, my bad. Trying to look up box scores. Khalil says, "Is Seth Curry doing anything awesome?" He hit a three. I think he had a steal, but outside of that, he had 7 points in 14, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the box score up here in a second. But yeah, the storyline. We're at halftime now. Are we at halftime? I don't even know.
Yes, we are.
We are officially at halftime because my TV and this is different. But the Wizards are up 59-58. The Sixers got outscored 33-28. As Sixers fans, you have to start with the bench. 16, 18, 21, 24 points. 24 points by the Sixers bench, led by Tyrese Maxey, Shake Milton, and Dwight Howard. Absolutely terrific. And you have to be just so impressed the fact that these guys, Ben and Joel, go off the court, and you have a second unit that can not only keep it neutral, but actually, keep the foot on the pedal. What's going on, Justin?
Yo, guys, how you guys doing?
Good, man. It kind of got we had some highs and some lows. How you doing?
I'm feeling really good about the game. The thing that impressed me the most, and you kind of touched on it a bit when I got on, was the bench and the bench depth, and just how much it helps to see not a huge drop off when the starting lineup comes off the court, like we have seen in the past few years, especially at that center position where that defense is still there. And we've talked about that coming into the season, but I think it's nice to see that's proven with Russell Westbrook going down on Dwight Howard a few times.
Yep. We have some answers here. AI, no question. He was straight up gangster. I love this comment. What channel it's on? NBC Philly. We're not showing the game. Sorry, Philly blocked out. Cannot believe we are losing. Do not overreact to the first half. Do not overreact to the first half. Period. We knew this was coming. If you have been watching our pods, it was going to be clear that the offense was going to start a little sluggish, a little slow. No one should be surprised at that if you have been watching us here at the Painted Lines YouTube channel. We've called it. Is it disappointing? Absolutely. But there are definite positives that we've seen tonight. Big Shane Gillis says Russell is the superior athlete. Iverson is a more talented athlete. His natural abilities translate better to the flashy offensive playmaking that make an NBA superstar. And Steven says the bench is like having Vinnie Johnson and Eddie Johnson on the same team, and the chemistry needs to build. You have two new pieces. You have a new coach, Doc Rivers, Seth Curry, Danny Green, Ben and Joel figuring out the pick and roll. All of that. That's a lot. That is a lot on the shortened off season. So overall, the fact that you see that the fact that the Sixers bench, and I'm talking about Shake Milton, I'm talking about Tyrese Maxey, oh my God, and Dwight Howard just looking like a beast in the pick and roll. It's going to be fine, guys. It's going to be fine. I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah. The other thing, and Austin put this out as a tweet, and I want to read it. It says, culprit of the first half blown lead was turnovers. Sixers had 5 total through the first 19 minutes, 13-point lead. They then committed 4 turnovers in the final 5 minutes, and there's a 14-point swing. So that's a fixable thing. And a lot of it came from the starters, and I think it is, you're talking about 2 new starters in there and guys trying to learn, and a totally new system for all 5 of them. So they're all trying to learn this system together, and you saw what happened there a little bit. So I don't think there's anything to be overly concerned about. I mean, I know that there's going to be people out there who are just going to overreact because that's just what people around here do. But focus on the good stuff. Focus on the Shake and Maxey duo off the bench as El Tristone is telling us to do. All right, because they look fantastic together, and having Dwight Howard in there. It was only going to take a matter of minutes for someone to question Doc on whether or not called a timeout. Listen, game one, I'm thinking Doc wants to see these guys play through it. Doc wants to see how do you handle adversity when it strikes. I think everything is a learning game right now for this team.
But I mean, when was the last time you could watch a Sixers team and the starters play this poorly, and they're not even really playing that poorly, but they could play this poorly, and the bench can manage to keep it a game and keep it from getting out of hand? We haven't had that in the entire Embiid Simmons era, and we have that right now. So, I mean, got to clean up the turnovers, got to up the intensity on defense. But I mean, there was a lot to like from that first half.
Something I noticed more than anything, especially with the second unit and especially with Tyrese Maxey, is the amount he was able to see the floor. A lot of times you see with rookies, especially guys who are known to be scorers, is they're very, tunnel visioned down towards the basket. And what you consistently saw from him running the point was him looking for guys and getting them available, and being able to drive in and score as well. And I found that to be really impressive.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's so hard because you don't want to overanalyze a game like this. It's game one of a new regime, new everything else. But I mean, I think you guys are saying, and Joey, you said it, you want to clean up the turnovers. You want to turn up the defensive intensity. I think this team will score. I don't think there's an issue with that. As our man Chris Coyle's saying, Toby was good. He has the 2 offensive fouls. One questionable, if you ask me. One of those fouls was questionable. And here's a good question. I mean, I don't know what the situation will call for it, but is Milton or Maxey one of your 5 in the last 5 minutes of a game at this point? I mean, I don't think Maxey is for sure.
I've said this a few times in a few different pods, but I really do believe that it's going to be a situation like how Doc ran it with the Clippers, where Milton is the 6th man and comes in off the bench, but at the end of games he's running that 2 guard. I really do think that's a good possibility.
I could also see them just going with the starting lineup just because he has faith in those guys to close out games and because it's veteran sort of geared. So seeing a Shake as the closer would be pretty nice, but I don't know if that'll happen right off the bat. That is a lot of confidence. That would be a real, sign of confidence if Doc were to do that.
It comes down to his defense, Shake's defense. And I actually saw some flashes by Shake's defense today against Westbrook so far in that first half. And that is everything.
And I think you've been seeing flashes of that. You saw a little bit of that at the end of the year last year, but even in preseason this year, when we were going up against Boston, and he was playing pretty well. Even against a guy like Jaylen Brown. So it's sure going to be interesting.
Yeah, if Shake can not be a negative when it comes to defense, I think that is your kind of a best case scenario in terms of 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, because actually we saw a little bit of that, a little bit more than I expected. We saw Maxey facilitate more than Shake Milton in sequences there in the first half, which is a little unexpected, but that's the beauty of Shake. The beauty of Shake is the ability to impact the game off ball and the catch and shoot, cutting to the basket. That's what he does.
Yeah, and just looking around the league right now, Knicks are up 5 on the Pacers at half. Cavs up 21 on the Hornets at half. That's a little surprising there. Magic up 4 on the Heat at half. Bucks up 9 on the Celtics with close to 8 minutes left in the second, and Raptors up 7 on the Pelicans.
I have a question for everybody. If Charlotte is bad this year, is that surprising anybody, even with the addition of LaMelo Ball?
Slightly.
Because
I mean,
I think
it's the East, so I expected them to at least somewhat be in contention for the play-in tournament, but I could also see them being kind of bad.
So I obviously I don't really watch much Charlotte Hornets ball. I like Devontae Graham, not so much Terry Rozier. PJ Washington was fun last year. I didn't understand the Gordon Hayward signing. They are just and I'm not a LaMelo Ball fan. Like, I have never been. I was actually pretty low on him, especially defensively. I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it at all. I don't know what he's doing, but what's LaMelo Ball been up to?
So he's coming off the bench tonight, actually. They're starting Devontae Graham and Terry Rozier. So he's going to be coming off the bench, at least for tonight. I don't know if that's going to be an entire season deal, but that's a little interesting to me. But they are paying Rozier a boatload of money, probably to not come off the bench. So
I mean, LaMelo Ball he'll make a flashy pass, but I don't know about his defense yet. So
it's funny Joe, you give us the scores. My teaser tonight was the Heat, the Pacers, and the Sixers. All three down at the half. So
I'm not looking good either. I took let's see what I took tonight.
Baby.
I took Heat -3.5. They're down 4 at half. I took Bucks by 3.5 against Boston. Well, that's working out actually. And the other one I have is the Mavs +1 against Phoenix, which I actually feel kind of good about that.
I'm going to be honest. I thought about betting on some games, but then I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait and see what these teams look like first.
Why wait?
I chose the side of caution.
I do better when I know nothing. All I need is Ben to hit 1-3, baby. Just give me one, Ben. Give me one. It's a good night.
Doesn't look like it's going to happen, though. He's trying to press the issue.
No.
I agree. And I coming into the season, I really did think that there was a good shot he was going to be sitting on the corner a little bit more. And I mean, at some points he probably will. But with all that three-point shooting they surrounded this team with, and being every time he's on the floor, they have at least 2 shooters on the floor with him. So it's like it doesn't seem like he's going to be needing to be there. Like, I don't know.
I like this comment by Mike Small here. It says Maxey's what Markelle Fultz was supposed to be. Mm-hmm. I ran a poll on the YouTube channel here, and it was like 400 some votes, and it was like 97% said was Tyrese Maxey will be better than Markelle Fultz. I love it.
I said that. I used to say that about Shake, actually, that Shake is what Markelle is supposed to be.
Honestly, but I think out of anybody, like obviously Maxey, if like awesome, but like Shake body wise, like he still has that length like Markelle had for our team. He does not have the explosiveness nearly that Markelle has, but either way, he can shoot that shit.
We talk about explosiveness though. Tyrese Maxey's first step and his ability to change speeds in the process of one drive is just going to be so much fun to watch.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. I was sitting here jumping in my couch watching the bench on the floor, honestly. Like I was so excited watching those two on the floor together. And I was excited coming into this year thinking Thibault was going to be there, and we haven't even seen him on the court. So I don't know if anyone wants to talk about that, but that's interesting to me.
Yeah, we talk
real quick. I think the bigger story is that RJ Barrett has 20 points at the half and hasn't missed a shot.
I'm not worried then, baby. He ain't gonna make everyone.
They're not going anywhere. By the way,
he has 20 at the half.
Nima, it's 59-58. Wizards are winning. And we got my man, Mike Small from the Killing Me podcast. How you doing, Mike?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
What's up, Mike?
Good, man. Right. Doing all right. So far, the Sixers bench has really dominated this first half. It's really been the Maxey, the Shake, and the Dwight Howard show. Joel Embiid has like 14 points in 17 minutes. Probably the most quiet points on the team. But really, the second unit has been all we have been talking about. How you doing, man?
Oh,
what's new, Mike?
Man, I'm good. I am all maxied up right now, man. I'm feeling. I'm feeling like Markelle Fultz finally showed up, but wearing a different number and having a much cooler hairstyle. So I'm feeling real good about that. I didn't realize Brett Brown coached the second quarter. And the other thing is, I also didn't realize that Al Horford is still in Philly wearing Tobias Harris's uniform. But aside from that, I'm feeling really good about things.
Woo!
Wow.
Coming in strong for you guys.
Man.
All right.
I don't even know how to respond to that. I'm going to be honest.
Wow.
He quieted the entire live.
Yeah, for real.
He did. He really did.
I mean,
I don't know who that's an insult for though.
Is everybody okay, by the way?
So far, so good. So far, we've been trying to like walk people off the ledge. Like this is one half of the first game of a starting unit that's barely played together.
Yep.
You have Joel Embiid and Seth Curry trying to learn the DHO. You have Danny Green trying to wiggle his way. You have Doc Rivers trying to implement Ben Simmons in a pick and roll and all these other things. And a new offense. Like there's so many things, puzzle pieces in play that have yet to figure out. Pump the brakes, guys. The Sixers will be fine. The biggest take is the Sixers' second unit is for real. They haven't had a good second unit in forever. You look at the last 3 years, they've been bottom of the league in bench points per game. So
I think,
just like take it easy.
I think the bottom line here is that when you've got Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Shake Milton, and James Harden in the lineup at the same time, it's going to be pretty fun to watch next week.
Who's that foul?
All right, game
something I want to say real quick before I hop off real quick is that something you really need to look at is the top, and like I think our top 5 leading scorers are out. 4 of the top 5 are off our bench. Or our role player guys right now in the game. So just our starters are gonna score. They're gonna get back into it. So the fact that we're losing by just that little bit, it should speak volumes to that number.
It's literally the opposite of everything we've seen the last 3 years. Like when the starters aren't in the game, it's a shit show. Now we're actually seeing the second unit be a positive, which is great.
So let me ask you, well, it's too early to talk about lineup changes, but it would be nice to see some different combinations with Shake and Maxey with, Ben and Joe and some things like that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Why are you going to draw a charge off ball? Come on, man.
These refs are having a tough time, man. They're having a tough game.
Well, it's one of the fastest.
Was near the play.
Double.
Yeah. So we want to see. I want to see what Ben and Dwight look like in the pick and roll. I thought we saw a little positives from that in the preseason. We saw some Maxey kind of facilitating. We've seen some Shake Milton playing off ball a little bit. That is like the mystery of how Doc Rivers works his rotations, works who has the ball, who is off ball. That is like what's, I think, the most fun question of this squad this season.
Damn, Danny Green, man.
Ben Simmons is ridiculous.
On, Danny.
Good job.
Oh my God, Tobias.
All right, I'm gonna peace out. I'll see you guys in the post game. All right.
All
right. Enjoy the game.
You too, Boo.
Danny Green there you go.
Oh my God.
I might be a few seconds behind you guys.
No, you're well in front of me and Dibes.
Welcome to the club.
Me and Dibes are on YouTube TV, so we're about 30 seconds behind everybody.
Oh, okay.
I can't get over the fact that they're drawing fouls. They're drawing charges off ball. I can't get over that.
Missed a open one-handed flush.
I got it.
Danny hit that. Oh, come on, Danny Green.
I like what Danny Green's doing defensively. He's very active. He's always in the right spot. He'll hit some shots.
I'm not worried about Danny
Green. The shots will come for him.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Danny Green at all. That's not.
Yeah. I'm a little worried about Seth Curry, to be honest with you. I mean, I think he'll be able to shoot and score, but I don't know about him playing 25, 30 minutes a night.
I mean, Seth Curry should never be more like in that range. I think Seth Curry is in that like 25 to 35 range more so. Like upper 20s or 30s.
Where's the help defense there?
Oh my God, Ben Simmons. Oh, you got to hit that, Ben. Oh,
a basket right now, man.
Man, they're not going to like that in Houston, Ben.
Cassell was getting pissed there at the end.
I'm all hardened up this week. I got to be careful how I say that, right?
Yeah, but very careful.
Joke in there somewhere.
Oh, good grief.
I
mean, Embiid's got rebounds and points. He just hasn't been very dominant, nor does he look comfortable.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
That's expected. That's expected. Chris Dunn says, "Come on, Ben. Anyone got anti-nausea? Let's start the comeback. Yeah, Mike, anything you want to plug, dude?
Oh man, the Killing Me Smalls podcast. We have a really good guest next week. There's a sports psychiatrist that's worked with the Eagles. He worked directly with Nick Foles throughout the Super Bowl run. He works with Nick Saban, has been working with Alabama for a long time. He's worked with other colleges. He's working with Jalen Hurts now, and he'll join me next week on the Killing Me Smalls podcast. His name is Dr. Kevin Elko. He's on Paul Feinbaum all the time, and I think you guys will enjoy it.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's the Killing Me Smalls podcast, officially sponsored by Alabama.
Well, there's a few connections that come up. Roll Tide.
That's awesome. Killing Me Smalls. Go follow my man Mike. Follow my man Mike on Twitter at Real Mike.
Yeah, man, give me some. I got to get up to 1,000. Can y'all help me out, please?
Yeah, we got to get you there, man. I don't know how you're not there yet.
I don't get it. I don't know, man. I'm not good at soliciting.
Dude, this
I'm trying to get to 500.
Ian freaking Rappaport on his podcast last week.
know.
Who does that?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
does
that was cool,
that?
huh?
No
That
one.
was, that was awesome.
Real Mike
said-
Small.
I texted him. I'm like, Ian, you got 2.4 million followers. Can you please give me a retweet? He's like, I can't. Everybody yells at me because I'm on a bunch of podcasts, and if I retweet you, then I've got to retweet everybody.
That's so funny.
Is that hard? But no, he was a good dude. I got to know him through a friend of mine, and that was a friend of mine. I've got a really, really good friend who's an NFL agent, and he hooked me up. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
That was a great
Yeah.
podcast. Great.
Oh, thank you.
If anyone hasn't seen it, Mike brought in Ian Rappaport, and they talked about Jalen Hurts, Carson Wentz, and what is really in the future for the Philadelphia Eagles. I can't. Right. Oh, here we go. We got Coyle saying, "Great show, Mike."
Thank you.
So it's fantastic. It is fantastic.
Hey, Rob, I liked your crossover yesterday
Yeah, man, it was fun.
with those guys. Yeah, I thought that was really good, actually. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. I like when you guys do that.
Yeah, it was good to get Jess to experience the party on Broadway a little bit, and it was good that I was not the only one being yelled at. That's also
It was probably more fun to just be able to like swear every now and then, right?
yeah.
You know, I listen. I'm kind of a nerd. You know, I'm a 54-year-old dude, and I love YouTube, and I get on all these podcasts, and the only thing that really bothers me is I just wish Rob would show some passion.
Yeah, I know. I just don't have it in me. I'm a very quiet, well-mannered guy, and I really need to work on my passion. I agree with you.
Yeah. If
No,
you could,
no,
you know, have an
gotta keep
opinion.
exerting
And,
that passion.
yeah, if you could just have an opinion and stick to it, and Dives, if you could just get on once in a while, we can't ever find you on the channel. You're never on.
Never around, dude.
I'm just like, when is this guy ever going to be on something?
I know. I need to start, making an effort. God,
Oh man.
Man, they got to start hitting some shots.
All right, hit this, Tobias.
I think my thumbprint is pretty much on everything you see on this channel somewhere, somehow.
Yeah, that was sarcasm at its best, right
I
there.
know,
You are the king of the channel, that's for sure.
Oh my God.
It's exhausting. We're going to delegate some responsibilities very soon. Very soon. But
It
anyway,
don't look now, but the Sixers are losing by 8 points to the Washington Wizards. So yeah, everything's really back to normal.
Yep. It only took 2.5 quarters.
Eh.
I don't know. Do you guys think they should put in Jalen Hurts here? What do you think?
Every time to make a QB switch.
Man.
You know, it's going to be nice, though, when another team makes a run like this and you could just put the ball in James Harden's hands pretty soon. It's going to be a lot easier.
Well, what really stopped was Ben stopped attacking. In that first quarter, he was getting into the paint, penetrating relentlessly. He only had, 4 points in 6 minutes. But at least he had 5 field goal attempts. And he was putting pressure on the defense a little bit. He's really not done that since then.
Oh, my God.
They just keep missing in and out 3-pointers. I mean, Curry and Green back to back, they were down.
How many rim threes are we going to get?
That one that Curry just shot was halfway down.
Wait
Right.
till you see
Really
10
fucking
seconds from now when Green does it.
Oh, I see this one coming. My God.
How many
There's
ring
a-
can we have? This is ridiculous.
They can't lose at the Wells Fargo Center,
I look
can
at
they?
that, and that's almost as weird as it sounds. Makes me feel a little bit better because they're getting open looks that I believe more times than not these guys will hit. You know that they will go down.
Yeah.
And like I said, I fully expect this team to make a run and get the lead back in this game. Like I feel that confident about this team. Even though
Well,
Jesus, 9-0.
I feel like the bench is going to do it for him at the end of the third quarter if it's anything like early. Hey, guys, seriously, can we talk for 1 second?
Yeah.
How comfortable did Maxey look?
I know, right?
We forget about him making the shots, which is great that he was able to get in the lane. That dude looks like he's been an NBA player for 10 years.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I don't know how he fell to 21 still. I mean, I thought he looks like a lottery pick right now through two preseason games and a regular season and one half of a regular season game.
You know, it's a
how he
great
fell to 21.
example of the best thing that happened to the Sixers is that the college season was shortened because you know, it's like that old adage where, you know, is it the measurables or the talent? You know, he's not super fast. He doesn't have like this incredible leaping ability. He's athletic, but he's not off the charts. So if you look at some of those things and you rank them that way, but if they kept playing games and you saw more and more of this as this kid develops, I think they got a steal. I think they're this is a lottery pick.
Yeah, we were really high on Tyrese Maxey during the whole draft.
Yeah,
he was in our top 10. Him and Tyrell Terry. I was a Terry fan.
Yeah.
But we were very high on Maxey. And when it started to fall like in that like 17 to 18 range, you guys were there during our watch party. It was like, what? Wait, Maxey's still there? And it was like it kept happening and happening. So the talent is definitely there. And you said it about the tournament. The fact that he shot so poorly from three definitely helped the Sixers because I think he's a really good shooter too. The mechanics are fine.
He's not afraid to shoot. He jacked that one from 5 feet beyond the arc in the front. I mean, it didn't go in, but it didn't look terrible.
No, he
really impressive. The confidence of Tyrese Maxey is really impressive. He's a kid that goes straight downhill. He knows his role, but what's so impressive about this kid, he just turned 20, is that he's not like overly inefficient. Like he knows what his role is, which is really impressive for a 20.
Yeah.
So it's that Shake and Tyrese Maxey second unit is everything. That is 100%.
This is a 29-7 run, by the way, right now.
Well, I love the fact that Shake's not running the point and Maxey is because I think Shake's a lot better off ball and he just looks so much more comfortable.
You know what that makes me think, though? That makes me think that Shake's just getting warmed up for the starting lineup down the road because Shake's going to have to play off ball with Ben.
Yeah. Steven, relax, buddy. Relax. Calm down. You're yelling about timeouts. I get it. You're frustrated. You don't need to be done with anything yet. Nothing is over. Everything's okay.
Well, it's not. Just wait about 30 seconds, Rob. When you see Embiid blow the double team in a minute, you're going to be pretty bummed out.
Oh, no.
It's not pretty.
Oh, JoJo.
That's the area that he has not progressed at all.
Yeah,
No.
I mean,
he doesn't pass out of it. He's just not. It's ugly.
They've even considered going to the bench yet.
No. Doc wants to see him get better. He's coaching for the season, not the game.
Doc wants them to play through this. There's a guy who knows this is game 1 of 72. That no playoff game matches are going to be.
How was that an offensive foul? Where's the offensive foul there?
Is that on Embiid?
How? Where was that?
You know, not to mention I have Embiid on my fantasy team because I could use those points.
What?
I can't do.
Oh, right. They're saying that elbow right there. I don't. It was inadvertent. All right.
See, and this is where he's going to let
an easy basket.
Wow, that is a terrible call. Holy shit! What is happening? I've said multiple comments like the refs are struggling. That's horrible.
Oh, that's so weak. That's weak, man. That's weak to make that call.
Man, Danny Green couldn't score in a women's prison tonight.
Oh man, how many turnovers here in the last 2 quarters? Because it feels like it's massive.
Well, they only had 4
Finally, there you go.
19 minutes. They've had 11 since.
There's a basket. Thanks, Ben.
All they need to do is see the lid come off a little bit. They'll be okay. They'll be okay. What the hell's happening to me? Why am I being positive? This is not me.
Wow.
I love how Austin called you the Gran Torino of the people. That was so funny last night.
So I am. I'm the get off my lawn guy now.
Took the Sixers 6 minutes to get their first bucket.
Yeah, you know what I'm liking here? It looks like Ben's taken over a little bit, which I'd love to see him do. In a drought, just go to the hole.
Yeah,
It's 2 in a row.
Oh, Russell Westbrook just cooked him.
Yeah, but guess what?
Come right back.
There you go, Ben. There you go, Ben. Every time, just take it. Take it in the paint.
I feel like Tony Romo. I'm telling you guys what's going to happen before it does.
That's what I can remember early, even to a certain extent in the middle as he's getting later in his career now. LeBron always used to drive me nuts when it looked like he could just take a guy to the basket.
Where are these offensive fouls coming from?
Well, I want to know how.
Are you serious? They just called one on Dwight Howard. Good God.
What was that?
I want to know if they're calling them all down that end, how Russell Westbrook
Oh my God.
extends the arm.
Oh.
All right, so we've got
They're calling the chicken.
Hey
wing
guys,
out.
I'm getting paged by the boss. You guys have a great night. Thanks for letting me jump on for a few.
Have a podcast. Romug Small. Go give him a follow.
Come on, baby. Have that painted lines. Everything's good. Take care, guys.
See ya.
Are they serious with that call? Are they serious with that call?
This is brutal. This is brutal. Sixers down 10, now have up to 16 turnovers.
But, Joe's been saying it. What's that? 5 offensive fouls and maybe 2 of them were legit?
He can't use the elbow to get separation there?
While they're literally slapping down on his arms.
Oh, my God.
Arms.
Ryan, we've been saying this. Thibault is the odd man out for a week now. It's just how it is. Dunder Dude says the chat rage is hilarious. Ty Book says, what is going on with these refs? What the fuck? What the fuck, guys? This is happening.
It's fun.
They're terrible.
For years, one of the reasons why I couldn't fully buy into the NBA on top of the Sixers just being a wreck was the officiating is so inconsistent and nitpicky at times that it ruins the flow of what is supposed to be a fast-paced game. Get Furkan Korkmaz's ass off my court. Get him off.
Why is he in the pick and roll with Ben? That guy can't put the ball in the court. Come on.
Get this dumbass off my court. It's not really my court, but you know what I mean. I'm the voice of the people and I speak for everyone.
Put in Tyrese Maxey with Ben. Put in Shake Milton with Ben. You don't run a pick and roll with Furkan Korkmaz and Ben Simmons. You don't do that. Come on, Doc. That was a lazy play call right there. Lazy play call. Chris Coyle says, Furkan, what are you doing? And B will go into God mode in the fourth quarter. Let's pray.
Well, with the way these refs are calling the game, he might not be able to.
Denny FD is nice. I would love him on the Sixers. Nice little forward there to develop. 19 years old. I love Tyrese, but
all I'm going to say is this:
the Sixers need a young forward to develop.
The Sixers are going to win this game in the fourth quarter. Like if I had if I didn't spend all my money on my earlier bet, I would 100% live bet the Sixers in the fourth quarter. Woohoo! There you go.
They really fouled him hard there.
I don't know, guys, but every time Dwight's in this game, good things happen.
You know what I like? Right? Wait a minute. Anybody see? Dwight gets right in their face to
Yeah.
protect this guy.
Look, I mean, yeah,
He brings a toughness the Sixers haven't had in so long. Let's be clear. The Sixers have been soft. They're soft. And now Dwight's presence.
There's no softness on this roster now.
No, I mean, they were.
No, I know. No, that's what I said. You're right. They've been so soft for so long without that. Listen, the only time they weren't was when Jimmy Butler was there, being who Jimmy Butler is, right? But, right, that foul happens and Ben just walks off. But Tobias, like, you want to hate Tobias, he's the first guy who goes after Bertans, and then Dwight gets in there from there. What are you guys taking time for right now?
All right. Sixers getting a little bit back together. They're down 9 points. Obviously, the second unit is in, and they're getting it done.
What are they watching? Are they really going to call like a double? Like, right? They're going to spend all this.
The double technical is the weakest call in the game. I swear to God.
Right? I mean, that's what they're going to fucking do, right?
On what?
That is the weakest call.
Oh, wait, on the play we just saw.
Like, I hope, if anything, they're looking to see if Bertans' foul is flagrant.
That is.
I mean, they hammered him.
I mean, yeah,
I don't know if you could call that. I mean,
Bertans does not look like he's going for the ball, and I wouldn't call it a flagrant. But in today's NBA, don't be surprised if they come out of this with the flagrant one.
I mean, the fact that they're calling the chicken wing elbow calls, this might just be a flagrant.
Yeah.
How many of those did weak ass bullshit calls against Embiid get called last season? Like, there were so many times where Embiid was like the victim. I've seen both sides of the watch party now.
I'm sorry. Now I was super calm. I dropped 3 F-bombs in the last 5 minutes.
Gran Torino's back. No,
Get off my lawn, dude.
Get off my lawn.
I've already yelled at Furcon to get off my court. Now I'm yelling at everybody else.
Man, they really called double text. I hate that call. I hate that call.
On Beal and Howard?
Yeah.
It's such bullshit, man. I can't believe this is even under review. Like, that is terrible. Oh, well, here we are.
To me, what Bertans does is a good, hard NBA foul. And I'm okay with the way Howard in the way he does. But if you're going to call it double tech, I don't know. I don't know what the hell's happening here.
Could you imagine back in the 90s, like, how many times, like, NBA players in the 90s, like, are watching this and just laughing their ass off? When I grew up, how I grew up to play basketball, if someone was getting in the paint and trying to get to the rim, you put them on their ass. You put them on their ass, and you said no. Like, that's how you played basketball.
As an 11-year-old kid, 12-year-old kid, I got into a fight with my grown-ass uncle because he was trying to bully me in the post in 2-on-2, and I took the ball and I rifled it off his fucking head. And literally, here I am, 11 years old, fighting my 45-year-old uncle. I'm getting, separated. And because that's how you played. That was the game.
That was it. Like, if you got in the paint and that was like a form of disrespect, and you sent the message back. That was how it was. It was, and it was like, you look at this play, it's taking 5 minutes long. This is nothing. Come on, guys. Come on, refs.
I elbowed my uncle in his nose because he was talking shit. I was over it. Bam! I caught him right up here, right under the nose with it.
Oh yeah. That's how you learn to play basketball. Like, it's a totally different game today. Meanwhile, Joey's like, what?
Joey's trying to figure out what the hell just happened.
No, I get quiet when I get mad. Because I can't. I'm just this game is just so maddening.
Yeah, the first game of the season for the officiating to be this fucking poor has been is bad.
Ty Book says, "Get it, Rob."
I can't get over those the soft calls in the post. I mean, that is just classic post play, and I don't know why they're calling that.
Yeah, you can't call that. Come on, guys. I'd rather be getting checked for the clap right now. Whoa.
Oh my.
Whoa, wowzers. That
Sounds
just-
like a personal problem, man. Sounds like a personal. Steve, I'd love you, but if that's the case, go get a check, buddy. Boy,
I do miss because I work. You work with kids, Rob. I work with kids for a living, and I have to teach like sportsmanship and all that shit. Like I didn't grow up with that. I grew up in a highly competitive sports environment. I grew up where like you do whatever it takes to win. That's just the thing in my head. It's in my veins. You grew up with it, Rob. I grew up with it watching 90s basketball. It's a shame.
oh my God. They are calling so much off the ball shit.
Yeah, refs have lost this game, man. They're
You can't tell me that it doesn't mess with a player's head.
100% it does. It ruins the flow of what a basketball game is supposed to be.
And you lose your aggression, your ability to be aggressive when you know that anything soft could potentially be a foul.
Well, and part of the problem I have with it, and people could tell me I'm nuts, is what it shows me is here's a bunch of guys who want to try and be bigger than the game, right? They're blowing their whistles so that what are we doing during a live reaction show? We're talking about these douchebags rather than talking about the game.
Are you saying Howie Roseman's on the court right now?
Yeah, he's the weasel. He's on the court right now. Which, by the way,
The weasel with the weasel with the whistle?
yeah. Which, by the way, how funny is it as all these new reports come out that Adam Schefter's literally said, I didn't talk to Wentz, I didn't talk to his agent. Guess who you probably talked to? His name's Howie Roseman. He's a douchebag. Just going to put that out there as I'm getting angry at this game.
10-point game.
Good job.
3 minutes in the third quarter.
I just complimented Furcon. I never thought
Little steal by Kayu's had a couple steals here.
Oh, God. Oh! I'm sitting here thinking Shake should not be taking this shot.
Shake. Let's go, Shake. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Shake. Come on, baby. Take us.
Yo, amazingly, since our aggression went up, our viewership has gone up. I feel like I should just start yelling fuck like every 5 seconds, like 20 seconds. And every time I yell it, I look up and like the number jumps 10 people.
We should have a fuck counter. Oh my God.
You know who we should have a Stephen Green's negativity counter because this is 4 times now, Steve. 4. Calm down, dude. It's a 7-point game, brother. 3 minutes. Well, I mean, I don't know where it is for you. That's different. Oh, he's going to hit it.
No.
You can't blow the whistle after the ball's rebounded.
No, this is bad. This is really bad, guys. This is
Literally
really bad.
They literally waited to see if it went in before they blew the whistle.
Yeah, like I said, the refs have completely lost this game.
It's either a foul or it's not. You can't wait.
Guys, so I think the main question is, who is more rusty, the refs or the Sixers starting lineup? Let us know.
There you go, Ferk.
Let us know in the comments. Steven says, no way that is a foul. This is crazy, guys. This is absolutely crazy.
I've never despised a group of refs more than right now.
Doc might have to get himself a little TT.
He should. Oh, here we go. It's the maxi party here. Let's go.
Furkan didn't step out of bounds and he hit the 3. Oh, glory days.
There you go, Cork Maz. There you go. Timeout. Wizards, Sixers down 6. We have
Yeah.
Let's go, McGinney. I love Doc throwing Shake in the fire of guarding Beal. Coyle says, turns out the refs needed preseason. Leave the second unit in. The score is the Sixers are down 6 in the third quarter here. It is 77-71. And with that said, my man Dylan is back.
And he's gone.
He's gone. Just like that. He's in. He's out.
That's comment of the night right there. It's the damn truth. If the fans were in this building, God help these.
They might need a police escort after this game if there were fans here.
Like this would have been a day where when you woke up and watched SportsCenter tomorrow, they would have been talking about the asshole Philly fans who threw a soda on the court trying to decapitate a referee. because that's where this game would be heading right now. This game is so poorly officiated.
Wow, it's almost 50-50 between points off the starting lineup versus the bench. That is crazy, man.
Oh my God, he's gonna drill that. Yep.
Joey, stop it. Stop it, Joey. I haven't seen it yet. Steven says down 6. It's over. We suck.
Number 5 for Stephen Green, Mr. Negative.
Oh my gosh, Carlos. Shout out all the way from the Philippines. What's going on, man?
Appreciate you, man.
That is awesome. Thank you for joining in, man.
This is why I wanted David Bertans.
Bertans with a 3.
You know who Bertans looks like? Have you ever seen the movie The Burbs?
Oh my God, of course. That's a great movie.
Bertans is the son of the Weird House. I'm telling you, if you put up a picture and put that shit up right now, that's Bertans. Hold on. I have to find a picture right now.
Dude, that is an underrated movie.
Hans is his name.
Hans
the Bird.
Mark says Shake is the only guy who came out of the locker room. The second unit by Ryan, my man Ryan is saying, is definitely playing better than the first. Please no pick and roll with Furkan. That is like one of the weird things of the second half. Why are they running pick and roll with Korkmaz?
That is Bertans. There you go. That's Bertans, baby.
That is an underrated movie. Oh
my God. It's an all-time. I'm telling you, to me, it is like an instant comedy classic.
Yeah, it's great.
Like when we did the comedy movie draft, I would have loved to have picked it, but no one else would have known what I was talking about.
Yeah, it's kind of a cult classic.
Oh, Tom Hanks is so good in that movie.
Yeah, it's it's so good. All right, Shake got fouled here. What's the score? The Sixers 80, or sorry, the Wizards 80, the Sixers 72. It's really been the second unit of the Sixers tearing it up, and the Sixers starting lineup really struggling with chemistry. And then the second storyline there is the refs. The refs have had a terrible second half here in this third quarter. It has been brutal with really soft fouls, questionable calls, and they've really lost this game. You guys think the Sixers can still win tonight? And how Bertans is playing, shout out me, please. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, I do believe the Sixers can win. As a matter of fact, I do believe the Sixers will win. I do.
Yep. So it's not the Sixers are down 7.
That doesn't help every time that happens.
And they just hit a 3.
I mean, Wizards are shooting the shit out of the ball right now.
That's what I'm saying. They allow a lot of points, but they also score a lot of points.
Yeah.
Man.
The offense has gotten stagnant a little bit.
Well, I don't understand why they're running through Furkan Korkmaz. That is a really weird thing. I know they're running Shake a little too much off ball in the pick and roll here, and I don't understand why. Shake was really leading the pick and roll in the preseason. Why do you have Furkan doing it? Like, I don't understand what's happening right now. Chris Dunn says Shake playing great D on Westbrook. Oh, great D on Westbrook. There you go. Done. Another movie I haven't seen. My man Matt, he kills me, man. He kills me with his movie taste. He hasn't seen any comic book movies.
Oh my God. These things are going halfway down for the Sixers.
Dude, there's got to be like
there's a lid on the rim.
Yeah.
Literally.
That floater from Maxey was beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That doesn't sound good.
Guard that man.
Oh, Bertans. Here he comes. Here comes Hans.
No, it's not going to count. It's not going to count.
It took like the entire quarter to finally run the ball through Shake in the pick and roll.
No, that doesn't count, Hans.
Jesus, man. He's locked in though.
Yeah, but
He
that's
is locked in. Does that guy ever miss? No. I need to look up splits against the Sixers here for Davis Bertans, but man, he is locked in.
that's way late. Way late.
All right. Sixers are down 10 to end the third. What's your any takes on that third quarter, guys? I'm gonna make a drink.
These refs need to be shot to Mars.
I mean, look, there's a lot of things working against the Sixers right now. One, there's a lid on their basket. Two, the basket down the other end is huge right now. And three, the officiating, they've lost 6 points on offensive foul calls that shouldn't have been called. Whether it's you look at Dwight Howard, you look at Joel Embiid, it's pretty poor right now when it comes to these calls.
And you can just tell that the starting lineup just doesn't know each other very well. It's so incredibly stagnant when that starting five is on the floor. Not a lot of movement. They all look so confused. Nothing is happening. No movement whatsoever. You can tell that this is their first real action playing together.
Yeah.
And it's pretty obvious.
This is a great comment. I agree. Oh, wait a minute, not that one. I agree. Burke is just both ejected. It's a win-win for us. It's a win-win for us.
Bertans doesn't strike me as the fighting type though. He looks like too much of a nice guy.
All right, so I am officially a believer that Stephen Green is just a troll, and he's trying to troll everybody at this point. So Stephen, you are a troll, and that's fine. That's fine. There's a lot of them in this area, and hey, more power to you for sticking to your guns here, my man. And Coyle, I love that Coyle's calling his ass out.
I'm going to say it, guys. I'm a little concerned about Doc's love, maybe too much love towards Furkan Korkmaz. 15 minutes here, 6 minutes. He is a +9, but man, like 2 of 4 from 3. I don't understand of running the ball through Furkan Korkmaz in the pick and roll. That is completely unexpected, considering how amazing Maxey and Shake have looked.
Second unit starting the fourth quarter.
Are they? All right, we got Mike Scott, Dwight Howard, Tyrese, Shake, and Furkan. All right.
Oh, God, Shake, where are you going, buddy? What in the hell was that? Oh, my God.
Yeah, he's pressing. He's pressing, man. I like I said during our preview, like less Korkmaz is more, and I don't understand this. Giving the green light to Korkmaz, it's too much. It's too much, man. The offense should not be this reliant on Furkan Korkmaz if you want it to be successful. That's not the recipe for success here, and that's not the recipe that got.
And he hits a 3 right there.
Korkmaz?
Just watch.
All right.
Seth
Oh.
Curry.
All right, we've got Seth Curry in.
Yeah, what the difference so far is neither team is what I would say played exceptionally well, but shots are falling for Washington, and they're not falling for the Sixers until that one from Furkan, who I still hate you.
There you go, Korkmaz. There you go, Korkmaz. There you go.
Korkmaz will score 20 in the fourth quarter and win the game for him. And
That's what they should be doing, running it through Joel in the post.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's going to have to sit here and be a jackass.
That little like sequence of trying to run pick and roll through Korkmaz was really bizarre. I don't understand.
This is basically a 1 in 4 out right now. This is how it has to be.
Yeah, it should be.
Get the ball to Seth, go inside to Joe, and let it work from there. But he's got to be smart with the basketball now.
That's
what you got to do.
This is the lineup right here.
Yeah.
Well, one of the alternative lineups, I'll say, not the lineup.
But this is where Joel Embiid has got to be. Get the ball, and you got to make your decision within the first second or two that you have it. what you're going to do with it. Because if you don't, then the double teams come and even the triple teams at times. And he's proven he's not good at that right now.
Yeah. Yep.
This is a great point here by RJ2K. Tobias has to be better than that.
He's not.
There you go.
Well, he's
Good
got to be
defense.
better than that. But Ben and Joel need to be better at getting to the free throw line. The fact that the Sixers
That's
have
it.
barely more free throws than the Wizards is a crime. It is a crime. That the Sixers are too.
Joel's starting to cook now.
Okay. I like it.
I'm liking the reactions I'm hearing from Joey now. I was not liking them.
Me too.
That's another foul on Robin Lopez.
And the fact is, they've now missed a couple shots here in a row. See,
This is what they have to do.
make your
Take
decision.
advantage of those misses.
That's it. Now, you know what's funny about that, right? They have called so many offensive fouls in this game.
I was waiting for it to be an offensive foul too.
Yeah, right.
But you could have made more of an argument that was an offensive foul because he drops the shoulder. But they don't call. That's what I mean. The inconsistency of these guys.
Yeah, that was a foul in the third quarter or an offensive foul in the third quarter.
Yeah, 100%. That's what. What the hell's their coach's name?
What?
Who's the Wizards coach?
Oh, I don't know.
It's
Scott Brooks.
Scott Brooks. That's what he's saying to the ref. He's probably like, dude, the offensive fouls you called in that third quarter, and you're not going to call that one offensive. And he's got a point. It's justified.
Right on.
Take it because the Sixers down. Well,
Man,
might be down.
15, 11, and 14 for Russ.
Come on, boys.
Isn't it nice, Rob, to be talking about sports rather than the Mandalorian?
Man, that was nice.
My God, the Mandalorian season finale was epic.
I cried.
Oh, it was so good. So good.
Oh man.
Russell Westbrook hits a jumper there in the mid-range. I got him down 5 here.
Yeah, Joey's got me upset the way he's responding over there again.
Triple-double by Russell.
It's the bank shots, man. They kill me.
Big Joe, baby, let's go.
It's Russ versus Joe right now.
Joel is eating. Joel's eating right now.
So is this man.
I hate it.
Westbrook. Oh, I hate that shot, man. Clank. Oh, it goes in. Steven.
I hate that shot.
Matt.
And it goes in every time.
I'm coming after you, Matt. Come on, man.
Who just hit that shot? I looked down for a minute.
All right, Sixers down 3 with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
That's offensive. You've called that offensive all day.
Really? Oh, what are we doing, guys? Come on, refs. The refs have completely unhinged in this second half. They have no idea what they're calling.
They had no control over the game because they were so inconsistent. Now they're trying to make up for it.
This is brutal. Rowan says, let's go, big JoJo.
Did Russ miss that first free throw?
Yes.
Very badly, right?
It hit the rim.
Did it? I just happened to look up and it looked like it was not where it needed to be.
Yeah. Sixers down 3 here. Let's go. Come on, Sixers. Quick thank you.
That's a big break right there.
Quick thank you to everyone who's watching, commenting. Please like, please subscribe. Please follow my man Rob. Please follow my man Joey. Just so humble. Thank you so many. We have a lot of watching, a lot of people commenting. Just so blessed. Thank you.
Oh my God. I'll take that.
Oh, you got luck box right there. Holy crap.
And they took advantage.
That's what I like to hear.
I like it. Wow. Sixers got very lucky there. Ryan, my man Ryan says,
push it. They got to push it right here.
Oh, come on, baby. Ryan says, "I wish Washington would be. I could see Washington be a 3-4 seed. We'll see."
No,
No.
will make the playoffs. They're not a
Kirk
Man, he's cooking. He's cooking.
Korkmaz has played most of this second half. It feels like.
I feel like
Joel's cooking right now.
You know what I like about Doc Rivers is I feel like I feel like Doc is making a statement right now. Right? Like he's got a couple of the starters in there, but he's letting a couple of these other guys play.
Joel, baby.
Feed him.
Joel. Tie ball game, guys. Tie ball game. Let's go.
11, heater down 2.
Oh my God, Beal.
Steven says, JoJo. Marky215 says, take over, JoJo. Was it a kick ball? It was a foul. What?
Wow, you guys are way behind me.
Yeah. It's a kick. It was a kick ball.
Ben is probably getting traded.
Oh my God. But my Beal's about to do. Oh, you son of a bitch!
How am I behind you now, Rob?
I don't even know.
I was ahead of you.
You were absolutely ahead of me at the beginning of this game.
I don't know. All right, Sixers down 3 after a massive dagger by Bradley Beal here, 91-88. All right.
I mean, just keep feeding Joel. That's all you can do right now. Keep running the 1 in 4 out. That's been cooking.
Yeah.
24 and 12 points in 28 minutes for Joel Embiid. He's got a block, 3 turnovers. Ben's been pretty absent since like this first quarter. Love to see some Ben, but like you said, Joey, the second unit, or I think it was you, Rob, but the second unit, they need to find. The starting lineup does not have the hot hand. The second unit does. I'm a little shocked that Korkmaz is playing so much. What's Korkmaz at? He's got 11 points in 20 minutes and a plus 16. He leads the team second on the team with a plus 16 behind Shake. So there it is. So I'm relying on the second unit in this fourth quarter.
I get annoyed by plus minus in the NBA. I understand why people go through it and all that. Yeah. But when you're taught, like, you could be a plus player and there could be another guy out there who goes on a 12-0 run on his own, and you've literally done nothing, but because you're on the court, you're getting that statistic. You know what I mean? Like, it can be, I guess my point is, it can be an empty statistic at times, but I understand why people like to go to it.
There are so many statistics in basketball that you can manipulate and use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
There's so many, like the per stat.
It's why I can never fully get behind the analytics of things, because there are so many stats. And if you're just a numbers guy, then you could find a number that's going to fit your narrative that you're trying to preach.
So if we had to, this is a Christmas themed live stream, I guess Steven would be the Grinch of our live stream, right? Right?
Scrooge, man. I don't even know if he's the Grinch.
The Scrooge. I like it. Mike says, you people who think Ben Simmons should shoot threes, the dude shoots free throws like Shaq. All right.
Well, no, he should shoot free. He's got to get better from the foul line. I'm more worried about that than I am the 3-point line.
Yeah, the 3-point line is the most ridiculous narrative.
The people that throw that out there are the people that believe the only thing that matters in basketball is scoring, which is just a very narrow, tunnel-visioned approach to the game.
Ben, when he's hot, he shoots nearly 70% from.
My God, these late whistles.
More? Come on, man. Are you serious? Is that at least against the Wizards?
Nope.
Ben or Joel missed it on a pull-up. Oh. There we go. This is unbelievable, man. The players are clear. The Sixers players clearly have no idea what's a foul and what's not a foul. They're verbalizing their frustration pretty much every single possession because all you see is late foul after late foul, and the refs have no idea what is going on right now. So.
Hey, Mike D, you're not going to see Matisse at this point, Mike D. You know, like he wasn't in the rotation. You're not going to put him in the game now cold. He's been sitting all day with 6 minutes to play in a tight.
Well up to 26.
Mike D says put Matisse on Beal.
Offensive foul on us. Well, no, for us.
Come on, watch the language, Joe.
No, I said for us. No, I didn't curse there.
I was like, damn it, not again.
3-point game.
12 points in the quarter for Joel. That's what you want to see. Front time, Joel, go to work.
Amen. Amen.
You know what? And that might be, and I know people are going to say you're overreacting. That might be one of the smartest plays of Joel's career, right? Because he sees the way this game's being called, and he gets to a spot and he says, you know what? Take the contact, throw a little flop down. Let's see what happens. And he got the call. That was so freaking smart from him. And that's huge.
Yep. Just down here.
What the frig, Tobias?
No, they called a foul.
Oh, did they? I was going to say that
They
shot.
called a tech. I think they called a tech.
Did they?
This could be huge. They could tie the game right here.
Unless Joel misses the free throw, which he didn't. So what does Bryant do to get a technical here?
Yeah, I missed it. What happened here?
I didn't see it either.
So did they call a foul and then?
Well, yeah, there's a foul on the shot, and then I guess after the foul, there's a tech.
So most likely, all he had to do was yell the F word, and he could get hit with a foul.
Oh, yeah, with the way they're calling this game.
Yeah.
All right, we talked
Sixers
about
up to 77% from the free throw line.
And Michael brings this up, and he's not wrong.
Yeah.
You know, I think
Great defense by Ben.
in a game like this,
Oh, you got to get that loose ball.
I think Shake is the you know, he's a hotter hand. That's who you go to.
pretty sure Tobias had all those points in that first 6 minutes of the first quarter.
And now he's 3 for 10 from the field.
It's a shame. I like the guy. It would have been, I would like to see him. Oh my God. How do you not get
Come on, Ben. Get it. Oh. A foul or timeout?
Timeout.
Wow. Danny Green is a minus 27 for this game.
Oh.
That's not good Tar Heel representation, Rob.
No, and Tony Bradley hasn't seen the floor.
Mark,
not Tar Heel basketball.
Great defense. That's the difference Ben makes. Gint says, I don't understand why Ben wasn't on Beal there. Shake guarding Beal while Ben had Ish Smith. Well said. Steven says, Ben is the GOAT when it comes to pass lane denial and inbound defense. Absolutely. Ben is such a beast when it comes to inbound defense.
And the key is going to be down the stretch. Okay. Doc wants to be one of the best defensive teams in the league. The key down the stretch is getting stops. If you get stops, you're going to win this game.
Yep.
And that's so we're going to see it. We're going to see it right away. Is that going to be who this team is?
There's so much North Carolina love here. I don't understand.
I mean, shouldn't there always be North Carolina love everywhere you go?
It's true.
I mean, it's either that or the evil empire of Duke, which is basically Darth Vader and all those assholes.
What's going on, Dylan?
The phone wasn't working, so I had to bring the laptop up.
All right. Steven says, bro, I love Ben all around game, but his offense needs to step up.
I get the sentiment that someone else has to step up right now, but Joel Embiid is your best player, and typically in close situations, you give the ball to your best player to let him cook.
No.
This happened.
I saw that sentiment on Twitter, so I had to say that.
This happened last year a lot, where that Ben would turn on the Jets for a period of time and then just go completely non-existent the second half. And I like seeing Ben's aggressiveness in that first half of the first quarter. We haven't really seen that. I'm talking offensively.
It's the only reason you scored in the third quarter.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. We have a Carolina Stings. We have Villanova now infecting the chat. Come on, guys. Blue? What's happening here?
Gin, watch yourself, okay? Right? I am a Villanova guy too. I like Villanova. Don't turn me against you. You heard Austin. I'm the
And we
grand.
got a Russ air ball.
Oh, here we go.
I'm the Gran Torino, Gin. I will just tell you to get off my damn lawn.
Nothing like a Russ air ball.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see that.
I know. I'm really excited to see it myself.
There you go, Seth.
There you go, Seth. There you go, Seth.
Oh, baby.
An air ball into a Seth play? I love it.
God, you guys are ahead of me. I don't understand.
I mean, I'm not at the Seth play yet. I'm still with you, buddy.
Yeah, okay.
I will say, I don't know how many Sixers games I could do the live stream. Like Eagles, it's one thing. Sixers, it's hard for me to be that far behind.
I mean, if we did it together, just me and you.
Yeah. Yes, you're out.
There you go, Steph Curry. Let's go.
Either that or they all have to pause until they get to our spot, and then we can all watch.
Exactly.
God damn it!
Oh, and one. God damn.
And Russ has stuff to say to Dwight Howard. Oh. I hate it.
No, Dwight's probably saying you caught air on the shot before that. Stop, dude.
I hate Russell Westbrook.
Dude, he's the biggest punch to the face.
I love how the entire Sixers bench is up right now.
He's the biggest hate to face.
Oh, my God.
Take it. Come on, Joe.
Oh, my God.
I don't like that. Don't like that down.
Oh, boy. Oh,
great defense.
We haven't even seen the offensive possession yet, Chris.
Toby. Oh, my God.
Get Toby off my screen.
Killed my vibe.
I'm still on the free throw. No, here we go. I have Shake.
No, it's on the ground, on the floor. I don't know if I've ever seen a backcourt complain as much as Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook in one game.
No, Spencer Dinwiddie complains way more.
Yeah, I want that block by Ben. Oh, my God. Get it, Toby. Oh.
No, they called it on Toby. Before.
Man,
Toby has to make that three.
You gotta hit that. Dude, that is such a swing there. Oh my, Tobias, what are you doing, man? Come on, Toby.
Get the board.
What's the score in time?
I'll take the foul, but Shake, you got to dish that off, brother.
All right,
there's no one. I don't think there's anyone near him. So
Joey, what's the score?
On my end,
96-95.
Yeah.
Wait,
Shake's going to the line. That was a great defensive play by Ben.
How do you pay Tobias Harris that much money to miss that shot?
Oh my God,
Shake.
Now it's going to be tied again.
So we asked the question, who's going to be on the court with 5 minutes left? We've got Shake in the lineup.
Shake! Holy shit, and he threw it off the backboard. Oh, my God.
This doesn't sound good.
And Yep.
Oh my
Knew
God.
that was coming.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah. Neither do the comments that are coming in.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Dude, what the fuck?
Toby, and he
Oh,
missed.
God, Toby.
Did Shake really miss both free throws, or did he go 1 for 2 in that segment?
And Joel missed. Oh my God, dude.
This feels like the playoffs all over again.
Oh, this offense is hard to watch.
They're getting open shots. They're just not. They're not making them.
Are we sure we're not watching the Boston Celtics playoff series?
Go to the corner.
Can't even get the inbounds in.
Dude, Toby's just he's gonna play himself off this roster. They're gonna make a trade here just to get him.
Steven Green said blow up the whole team.
Another Al Horford trade. You take whatever you can get, man. Man, we're asking Tobias Harris to make a fucking corner three, and he's
Wide open.
maximum. A wide open corner three, and he's making max money. Give me a fucking break, man. What are we doing here? Come on, Toby.
Jeep is more than a legendary SUV brand. It's a community. We share a love of adventure. We share a spirit.
Woo!
From the field.
Brutal.
You hate to see that.
Brutal.
Because that's exactly what you are.
I want to know what went through Elton's head when he gave that man a max deal.
How is Boston up 17 now?
Man, that's disheartening. I'm a big Tobias Harris fan.
Yeah, Dives, look again. On the Daily Dose, we did Sixers awards, and we tried to go outside of like Joel for Offensive Player of the Year because that's obvious. Gint goes, I predicted Tobias to be my Sixers Offensive Player of the Year. Looks like a great prediction.
I mean, you look at Tobias, like that guy shot 41+% from three in 2017 under Doc Rivers. In 2018, he shot 43+%.
What is that inbound? Wow.
Nice lob, though.
Wow. Can we get a stop, boys?
I don't know.
Sorry.
Good, Shake.
Great steal by Shake.
All right, I'm going to mute and watch the end and then be back for the post game.
Yeah, that's all right.
Ah.
I can hear my dad in the background.
Good, Shake.
Bang.
Rob turned it around.
There you go, Ben. There you go, Ben. Nice steal by Shake. Let's go.
Let's go.
Why are you dribbling?
This is a great view of Rob. Look at him.
Yes, Shake. Yes, Shake. Let's go, baby.
Should have been an and one, too. There you go, Ben. That's what you got to do, baby.
Look at Rob.
I've decided I'll at least give you guys the visual.
Because he muted us because he's like delayed. So he turned his laptop to face the TV in his basement, and he's standing up, pacing back and forth, watching the game.
That is such a dad pose right there.
I can't watch that.
The game like that.
He said that's such a dad pose. He's in front of the screen. Look at him.
Talking about Ben.
Woo! Yeah.
Go.
He's just getting the timeout now.
All right.
I'm feeling it.
Rob, I love
the view right here. I know.
I love the view.
That's what I figured. I said, you know what? I'll give them the view. I'll do what I normally do if I'm not live streaming. I'm just not going to listen to you guys for the next minute.
McGinson, turn me up, Ben. You have it. Ben needs to be traded by Coyle. And then we have more than hope. So here we go, guys. Let's go, Sixers. Let's go.
It's a shame Miami's going to be the team that ruins my fucking teaser.
Oh, my God. Terry Rozier had 42 with 10 threes.
What?
What?
Terry Rozier?
Wait, did Charlotte win this game, though? That was in an L. They lost by 7 to Cleveland.
That was like when Kemba was there and had 60 against the Sixers and they lost.
That was unbelievable.
Rob, we're back on, so you might want to mute us.
Yeah, screw you guys.
Yeah, screw
Heat
you.
are about to lose to the Magic, so I feel a little bit right now.
I bet the Heat, so.
I bet the Heat, too, so I lost money there.
Losing to the Magic.
All right, 2 minutes
Don't
left,
let
guys.
the shoot open.
Please be sure to like. Please be sure to
No.
subscribe. Please comment. Thank you.
Oh,
everybody for watching.
Oh, my God.
God damn it. 2 minutes. Oh, they're running into each other.
Yeah. Oh, no.
You got to go, Seth.
Good D, Tobes.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shot.
What a shot.
There you go, deep. All right, Tobias had a nice block there. Tobias with a nice block with this bad spot.
Shake on Beal. I'm nervous.
And they.
Oh, come on, Joel.
Thomas Bryant with a minute and a half.
Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, he's about to have a rude awakening in a second.
Yeah.
Seth Curry, nice floater. Let's runner. Let's go.
Shea gets caught behind the pick and roll on Bradley Beal every possession. Like, can we adjust to that a little bit or no?
I miss this, man. I miss getting hyped about basketball.
Thomas Bryant, he has no business making that shot.
Can he miss this, please?
Damn it.
Yes, get the board. Shh. Oh, man. Game 1 of 72, and my heart's going to come out of my chest.
I miss this.
It's a disease. Come on, Joe. That's too easy, and that should be a foul, man.
Dominant.
Are you kidding me? No. That's too easy. Wow, he missed.
Oh,
Rebound.
Bucket here. You
Come
need
on,
a
please
bucket
get a
here.
bucket.
Get it, Joe.
Wow,
He fouled him. He fouled him.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, Joe.
Shake okay because he just hit the floor hard. Oh, yeah, that's a foul. He's got the back arm wrapped around him. Hell yeah, that's a foul. What are you bitching about, dude?
He hit hard.
Big game shake.
Yeah, I wasn't on for that part since we have a little break here at the free throw. Can someone explain to me what the refs looked at when they reviewed the one foul?
All I know is
Clearly not what we saw.
I don't like Shake on a one-on-one.
Oh, they got Matisse coming in.
Matisse is coming in for defense. All right, I'm muting you guys again.
How about Shake getting the ball with seconds remaining?
Come on, Shake.
Good. No fouls here.
To do big things late in a game.
What is he in for if he's not guarding Ruff or Beal? What is he in for if you're leaving Shake on Bradley Beal?
you're so much better a player.
Can someone explain that to me?
You know you're
Man.
physically in the NBA.
So legal.
Looking around the league. Sabonis had a big game tonight. 32, 13, 5.
Let's go, Shake.
God is still back on the last possession. He's like, let's go, Shake.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, rough debut for LaMelo Ball.
What was it?
No points, no made shots, 0 for 3 from 3, and 3 turnovers.
How many minutes?
Let me check.
Damn. All right. Matisse gets his first minutes with less than a minute remaining. There it is. There it is. We
He
talked
played 16 minutes.
16 minutes.
Took 5 shots.
Aki said, God, all my streams suck tonight. Hopefully you weren't watching our stream. Hopefully it was a lot more fun.
I think he's talking about the game stream.
All right, cool. All right, Sixers are up 2 with 33 seconds remaining here. This is pretty intense for our first game.
Oh, we need a bucket.
Gonna live vicariously through you guys. Thank you. That sounds great. Please, I want to see the game. We're not going to show the game. Here, I want to see the game. We're not showing the game. Sorry, Ryan.
Here we go.
Let's go.
He's open.
Oh, great play. Oh, the foul. Oh, he got to call the foul there.
Ben.
Sixers post-game live here on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Brought to you by Pure Oil.
Great. That was a great play design.
Great
play design.
Just have possession, replacing Five. Here are the Sixers now out of the timeout.
Great play.
Let's go! Boom! High five.
Imagine having audio delay or broadcast delay. Couldn't be us.
Dude, I give them a lot of credit because there's no way I'd be watching the game delayed like that.
The fact that they played this terrible and might pull this out.
Oh, my God. Thomas Bryant left Ben wide open. Someone missed their man. I don't know what happened there.
That was a lapse there.
I think it's a lapse, but I think it's the play call because what happens is you get that dribble handoff to Seth, and as he starts
That's all your attention, yeah.
As he starts to attack, Bryant steps up, and Ben just slips right in. I mean, it is a lapse in defense, but it's what the play's designed to make you do.
That was awesome.
That was a great play.
That was great, man.
And for as rough as a game as Steph Curry has had, here he is in the late stages. He's made some big plays for that.
Yep.
Rob, did you take this?
Yeah, but it does. I took it as part of a teaser. I'm out of money again for the.
Yeah, Rob, we're coming back on.
All right, you're out.
Oh wait, I'll say after this possession.
All right, I'm also muting.
No way. That's a
No
brick.
shot.
That's a
And
board. That's a
That's
game.
ball game.
Oh, well, Tobias is going to run, so I don't know if he's going to be.
Yeah, Toby, please hit these. Yeah, they really came out of a timeout and gave Thomas Bryant a 3.
What a play to draw up there.
That's one, Toby.
Go! Yes, sir, boys. Let's go. My first win over Russell Westbrook.
That's crazy. That's crazy that that's a thing.
There it is, guys. We did it.
Hold on.
Just got to make one.
I actually think the first look was the deal that the Sixers had a measure. Well, you know that if you're
No, it's on the floor.
On the floor.
That's not what we were really looking for.
Yeah, that's on the floor.
Nonetheless, if he's going to do that with a 3, you got to
Okay, I'm back now.
Well, Bradley Beal's at the free throw line.
Yeah, why? Wait a minute. Why are you fat? Why are you anywhere near him there?
Is that Matisse?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's only 2 shots, correct?
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's only 2 shots.
I don't know. No, he's well.
It's 2 shots.
Is it on the floor? Is that what it was?
Do love some Ben Simmons. Absolutely.
Take us home, Seth.
Look, we just said this. Joey just said this stat line like a few minutes ago.
Here's something from ESPN Stats and Info. LaMelo Ball is the first top 3 pick to score 0 points in his NBA debut since Otto Porter. The only other top 3 picks to be held scoreless in their NBA debuts over the last 15 seasons are the legend Hasheem Thabit and Greg Oden.
Oh God!
I was waiting for Markelle Fultz in there somewhere.
That is still one of the worst. They took him over James Harden.
Georgetown, man.
Thank you, Seth.
Man, the Sixers are really going to get out of this with a win. That's incredible. That's incredible.
Cue the song.
Yeah, where's our song?
That was a little too close, but
see you, Russ.
A little too close, but when you talk about it being the first game under this system, and you had to fight back. I mean, you had to claw back. So your first test of adversity, you've answered it. You've answered it. You absolutely had adversity in this game. You didn't score for the first half of the third quarter, and you still found a way to come back and get out of it.
Watch the copyright.
All right, we just got sued. All right, guys.
29-14 for Joel.
29-14. Holy crap, guys! You guys want to roll with the post game?
Let's roll.
Let's do it.
Let's roll. All right, let me run the music. Hold on. All right, gotta run the post game, guys. Stick with us. Let's roll. Yo, what's going on, guys? This is our Sixers versus Wizards post game. Thank you, everybody here for joining. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. Today, we are breaking down our top takeaways and points and players of the game for the Sixers. The Sixers got the W 113-107, moved to 1-0 on the season. And joining us today is the voice of the people. You know him on Twitter at Philly_Manis. What's going on, Rob?
My first Christmas wish has come true, and it's a win that I can celebrate and not have to debate with anybody over who a starting quarterback should be. I'm happy right now, Crit Dives. This is the first time you will see me happy in a very long time.
It's been the first time we've been happy in a very long time. In a very long time. Also joining us today, my man Joey. He's been with us the entire watch party. Follow him on Twitter at JoeyD_6. Joey, what's up?
My blood pressure is through the roof, so that must mean that the Sixers played a game. So I'm feeling good. What's up?
Man, that was wild. That was wild. And also joining us today is my man Justin. I'm going to get this right, Justin. At J_Persichetti.
Yeah!
There you go.
Moving up in the world.
Did I really? All right, that's crazy. How you doing, Justin?
I'm doing all right. I mean, I just enjoyed that game, to be honest. Although nail biters can be taxing on your heart, they are fun to watch. So,
man, isn't it good to have basketball back?
Oh my God, yeah.
Isn't it good? And
That
then we
game took years off my lifespan. So.
Game 1 of 72, man. It's going to be a fun year for you.
And then we've got my man Tiago at T Scabia. Dude, what is up, Tiago?
Man, for a while there, I thought we were not going to be able to land the plane, man. It looked scary there. I never thought I would say push Shake Milton in the game, but here we are, man.
Yes.
This is awesome.
I do want to point out with that, I do want to point out earlier in this live stream, I came on here during halftime and said, I do think Shake Milton's going to be on the court at the end of games.
Yeah.
I did say that.
Yep.
And I think Danny Green's minus 26 on the night might have played into it.
Oh my
God. Rob, this was a terrible night for the Tar Heel brand.
Yeah, the Tar Heel brand. Listen, Bradley's boys, stay with me. All right. Just one night. We'll be okay. We're going to make it through. Tell NBA.com to stop trying to charge me $40 to custom make my Tony Bradley.
I will put in for that. Absolutely.
Steven says Danny Green, Seth Curry, 1 from 9 from 3, and you still won. What a sloppy game from the starting lineup. Mark says we got 2 of our answers tonight. Shake Milton playing in the final 5 minutes, and the offense goes through Embiid. Carlos says, I am hype. Maxie says Maxie and Dwight, a real bench for the first time in forever. I'm going to throw it to Rob. Rob, what's one of your takeaways from this win?
Well, one of my takeaways is we all kind of sat here and thought, how is Joel going to play in an offense with Doc Rivers? And you saw it. Joel Embiid, barring health, will be in the MVP talk this year. I mean, I firmly believe what you saw tonight at a 29-14 clip is where you're going to see him on most nights. And I know he was a little slow to get started, but in the fourth quarter, when it mattered, when they needed him, Joel Embiid showed that maturity to be the guy you could go through. And that is probably the most exciting thing you take from this game. I mean, look, having the Maxey, Milton, Howard bench is something that I think we're all going to love every time. That when you go to the bench, you're not sitting there going, God, I hope we could get 3 minutes for our starters to rest and keep this thing close. This group can get you back into a game and can extend leads, and that's exciting to see. But it is one game, and we don't want to freak out one way or the other here. 1 of 72.
What about you, Joey?
I mean, if you would have told me 2 years ago that in a couple of years the Sixers bench would be the ones leading a win, I probably would have told you to get out of my house, because you could tell that this was the first real game that this starting 5 played together, because they looked so out of sorts. The offense was so clunky, no motion whatsoever. I mean, they look so discombobulated. And you have a bench now that can make up for all of those mistakes. I mean, Shea came in, was running the offense very smoothly. Maxey showed out, didn't play like a rookie at all. Dwight protecting the rim and down low. And then at the end of the game, you have Shake, who you can run, with him and Embiid. You have 2 guys you can run the offense through down the stretch. It's the first game, so you don't want to overreact to a lot of what you saw in this game, because it was the first game in the season in which there was a truncated preseason and training camp. So they got the win, and that's all you can really ask for at this point.
What about you, Justin?
All around, this game was so fun for me to watch. Although we had our struggles on offense, going into it, we knew we were going to struggle. We already knew that. Doc even said he wants to build this team off. Even if we're struggling on the offensive end, we can win it on the defensive end. I think you saw that throughout the game. Ben Simmons, I think he's still going to be in one of those defensive player of the year races this year. You saw it all game. He was guarding the best players, going after loose balls, getting deflections. It's looking good. It's really looking good. And the fact that we didn't play well at all this game, and I'm this positive on it, it makes me happy.
Thiago.
I mean, you guys touched on it. Like, defensively, when it mattered, they came out and showed out. The Wizards scored 48 points in the second half, which was legitimately a huge upgrade from what we saw in the first half.
Yeah.
And for me, it was just like Shake Milton. So not only the offensive end, but if you guys paid attention, like, he was the one defending Bradley Beal at the end of the game. And I thought his defense as a whole was a difference maker. And you're talking about a guy who's going to, be asked to carry a big load for the Sixers. It's got to start on the defensive end. And I thought Shake Milton for me was the name on both ends of the court. I mean, he legitimately was asked to defend Washington's best player at the end of the game, and he held his own. It was a very, very good showing overall for Shake Milton, specifically on that defensive end. So for me, that was the big takeaway for tonight.
Yeah, we've talked about what the rotation, 10-man rotation looks like, what the rotation looks like with 5 minutes or less. Those were answered. That was answered. And I'm piggybacking off of you, Tiago. Now I'm talking about Shake Milton, man. 19 points in 30 minutes, 6 of 11 from the field, 3 steals, plus 33 on the team high. So Shake Milton, that was my player of the game before this game. Joel Embiid, I think, probably gets the player of the game here. But, everyone saw that coming. But Shake Milton answered a lot of questions this game, and that would be my star of the game. Rob, who's your star of the game today?
I'll take the easy road, and I'll go to Joel Embiid.
Wow, going out on a limb here, Rob.
Yeah, I know, going out on a limb, but I'm gonna. Here's why though. There were a few things I saw from Joel that I've been wanting to see. First of all, I saw a fourth quarter come and him say, "Give me the ball." And as Joey said a lot during the live stream, he's cooking right now, and that's what he was doing. But there was one play in that fourth quarter that showed me something that I've wanted to see from him, and that is that basketball intelligence, that on-court IQ. He knew the way these officials were calling this game. They had called like 8 or 9 offensive fouls. And on a play where I've never seen him do this, he got to a spot, took the contact, and said, "Let me go down and see what happens." And he got an offensive foul called at that point. That, to me, shows so much growth in his mental side of his game, which I think we all would agree has got to be at another level this year. That, look, yeah, he still made the mistakes in the double teams and the triple teams. But when it mattered, the guy made smart plays and he made buckets. And I'm going to give Joel my nod for start of game.
Joey.
Yeah, I'll give Shake. I have to give Shake his props. He came out and showed out and ran that offense very well. But you got to give it up to the big fella, man. He had 15 points in that fourth quarter. There was about a 4 or 5 minute stretch there when he absolutely just took over the energy of the game. And let's face it, there are probably 2 or 3 guys in the league who are legitimately capable of somewhat trying to stop him. And when he gets on a roll, God bless Thomas Bryant for trying to check him there. But, you're not going to stop him when he gets on a roll down low, and especially when he got 4 shooters all around him. So, that's the formula right there. Just when he's cooking, just run a 1 in 4 out lineup around him and just let him cook. And that's exactly what they did. And they now have the personnel to be able to do that too. So you got to give it up to Joel because he absolutely took over that game.
Justin.
Tobias Harris.
Why do you got to go there right now?
That batter. The guy that can't make a wide open corner 3. What the hell is happening?
All right. But in all reality, MVP of the game, obviously Joel Embiid. I think you got to give a lot of credit also, even though he didn't show up around the perimeter. He showed up in a lot of big moments. Seth Curry at the end of the game hit some floaters, had some good passes. I think he deserves some credit with this.
What about you, Tiago?
Listen, he's not the player of the game, but I thought Dwight Howard, when he was in there, he was absolutely solid. He had 10 rebounds in 13 minutes, I think it was? Yeah, 13 minutes. That's big time and a big presence on the offensive glass, setting really good screens for Shake and that group. And I thought that Ben's defense in the second half was a difference maker. He had 3 blocks. He was all over the place, deflecting balls, creating steals, creating easy opportunities for the Sixers. So I thought those 2 guys, obviously they were not the players of the game compared to Joel Embiid, but I thought they were fantastic on both ends.
Yeah, and just add to that real quick. Whenever Dwight makes a great play, I just think, man, we got Dwight Howard as Joel Embiid's backup. And I can't get over the fact that they actually have a legitimate backup behind Joel Embiid.
For $1 million. I couldn't believe that. That's incredible.
And not $108 million.
Exactly.
All right, let's talk about a little bit about the starting lineup because I think that's what a lot of people are going to be talking about. They're sloppy, they're sluggish. We saw their kind of lapses on defense. Tiago, let's lead off with you. What was your take on the starting lineup, and what do they need to improve moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, for me, you guys can talk about the offensive end. I'm a big stickler for defense, and I think that with Seth Curry and Danny Green, what stood out for me is that there's just not enough speed there to chase guys like Bradley Beal off screens, and I think that's something the Sixers are going to have to consider moving forward. I think it's tough to have a starting lineup where you have both Seth Curry and Danny Green. And again, Shake did great tonight, but perhaps they want to look at changing that dynamic because on defense, it was ugly in that first half. I mean, when they came on the court, it was very easy for Washington to get whatever they wanted, specifically Bradley Beal. So, offensively, there's a lot of clunkiness, but I think defensively they can really improve by just making a couple quick adjustments to the starting lineup.
There were some positives, though. There were some positives with the Seth Curry, Joel Embiid, getting Ben open shots, cutting to the basket. That last play there where he was just wide open. I don't know if that's credit to Doc Rivers. I don't know what that was. We're going to watch it tomorrow. Justin, what was your take on the starting lineup and why were they so clunky?
Clunky, I think it's honestly has more to do with it being the first game of the season than anything else. It's a complete new system, complete new teammates. I think it was bound to happen, honestly. That's my thought on it.
Yeah. Joey?
Yeah, they just looked very confused. You can tell. I mean, we've seen Doc say it a lot recently that they're still trying to figure out the parts of their half court offense right now, and you clearly saw that because there were just moments when they would wait until 7 seconds left on the shot clock before they actually got some sort of action going. So you can tell that they were very confused, sort of lost on what they're actually going to be doing in any given possession. So they just have to fine tune what exactly what set plays they're going to be running any given time down the court because they have the tools to be able to make Joel and Ben work in a starting five. So it is just a matter of working through that in practice and getting the reps in. Because this is a new squad in a shortened, lead up to the season.
Voice of the people, walk people off the ledge about the starting line.
Well, first of all, and Dives, you alluded to it. That play at the end was the beauty of a Doc Rivers coach team, and the offensive system they have. That I understand that it was a lapse on the defensive end, but it was a lapse that play call created.
Yep.
Because as you have Seth come off of that dribble handoff and attack downhill, you have a choice to make as that back defender.
Yep.
You step up to make sure he doesn't have his mid-range. But once you do that, if you don't have the rotation the right way, you get exactly what happens. And that's Ben Simmons standing by himself under the basket, which is something we should never, ever say if you're an opposing team. So you saw the beauty of Doc Rivers in this game on multiple levels. I happen to love the fact that he let these guys play through it in the end of the first half, and he didn't call a timeout. Because the way for Doc, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And he sees this as game 1 of 72. Hey, they're in adversity. I got to see how this group plays with adversity. And he put it on them that way. And then for them to come back, whether it was bench guys, Joel, whoever it was, shows you that there's a mental toughness that this team has lacked for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, look, there are things to work on. And I honestly think what you're going to see, like if you have to choose between Danny and Seth, I think Danny becomes more of a bench player. I like Seth in a starter's role, but once again, I'm more concerned about who's finishing games. I just think Seth gives you a little bit more right now and it's not a knock on Danny. It's just he's at that point of his career where he makes for a much better bench presence, I think. So you'll have to make decisions down the line there. But all in all, what you saw tonight in a rough game was the genius and beauty of Doc Rivers. And it's hard for me to talk about coaching being the beauty here because you all know where I stood. Like I was a Brett guy, man. I died with him. But I always said if they can get a coach that excites me, I'll forget about Brett pretty quickly. I don't know who Brett is anymore after what I watched Doc do tonight.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, I'll be honest though. There were definitely moments there where I could see that Sixers Twitter wanted to throw him off a ledge.
Yeah, they're ripping him for the not calling a timeout. But once again, this was a situation of new system, game one. Let me see how these guys handle it. Who are the guys I could trust when this happens? I thought it was a good move.
RELAX, relax.
Yeah.
Yes.
One point on that, though, because I think Rob brings up an interesting point. Like, how many times in Brett Brown's tenure did we see Ben Simmons just hide in dunker spot with the game on the line? Mm-hmm. And tonight, Doc was like, listen, you're not going to hide. We're going to run a play, and you're going to sneak behind the defense, and you're going to take the ball and score. You know, it was an easy look, but the overarching point here is that you're not going to just sit in the corner and watch the offense go to work. Mm-hmm. And I thought that is Doc's way of saying, listen, you're a star. Yeah, you're limiting your offensive game, but go help us win the game. Yeah. And I thought that in Brett's tenure, specifically towards the end, it became very easy for Ben Simmons just to hide offensively when the game was in the line. So
I think the best way to see that even more is by, in a situation like that, Brett usually will go to Joel in the post just about every time, which is great. But the creative play, like you were saying, that Doc came up with, just catches people off guard when all of a sudden you have Joel's gravity with pulling into Russell Westbrook and Bryant coming at him, and then Ben gets open at the rim. So I think it shows the creativeness in Rivers even more in that sense.
Just real quick, I'm just scrolling through Twitter right now. It looks like Ben and Dwight are out on the court right now getting shots up together.
Nice. You love to see it.
Love to see it. Getting a lot of comments about Brett Brown in these last 5 minutes. So let's go on to grades. How would you grade this game for the Philadelphia 76ers? What a weird game. 40-some points from the bench. When's the last time that happened? Tiago, how would you grade the Sixers' performance tonight?
I would give it a solid B-, C+. I think obviously there's huge movements to make offensively, but again, the Wizards are a playoff team. I see this as a 7th, 8th seed type of team. So for the Sixers to come in, fall behind, and kind of push their way through here in the first game of the season, I thought it was impressive. I thought their resolve was impressive. I thought their ability to win defensively was impressive. I still think that's going to be their DNA this year. And, that to me earns a B-. I think that, that's a good start for them.
What about you, Justin?
It's tough because I think they look good in some aspects, but also looked really bad in others. So I would probably give it a good C+ just because they won the game, obviously. But ultimately, as team play, they didn't look amazing. I think if Joel wasn't hitting tonight, they are not in this game. So it was. I think ultimately the offense needs to get better. I think that'll come with time though. But they won, so that's what matters.
Joey.
Yeah, I'm giving it a B because, like Justin just said, they given all these struggles, they still got the win. So you have to give them a B for that. The fact they got the win. I mean, the bench looked. I mean, obviously the bench showed out tonight. Shake showed out, Joel showed out, but there are a lot of things they have to shore up offensively and defensively with that starting five. But still B because it's a dub either way.
Rob?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Tiago. I think a B-. It wasn't pretty at times, but you saw mental toughness in this group, which is something you would hope for, and you saw them face adversity head on, and you saw your star, your guy who's supposed to be your superstar, in Joel Embiid, take over a game in the fourth quarter. And I think all in all, because of that, and because you won, and it's not like you're beating the Washington Wizards of the past who were a terrible basketball team. That's a playoff basketball team.
Yeah.
Is going, in my opinion, is going to make the playoffs. So for you to come back and do it against them, you don't need to beat this team by 30 for me to be impressed by you. I'm impressed that you were able to fight your way back when there was a lid on your basket for a long time. So I'll give them a B-, B, that range.
Awesome. Yeah, that's what we have to emphasize that too. I mean, this is not the Washington team from last year. This is a solid team that will be contending for a playing tournament game. So they are a solid team, and they're no pushovers. So you have to give them that.
And let's go back to last year. How many times did they just collapse when things went bad, right? Yeah. So you're down 13 and it becomes 26. and then you're out of the game. And that's the resolve that we're all talking about. Like this team, you can see the makeup be different than what we saw last year.
Yep. All right, let's finish with plugs. Thiago, you're up, man.
I'm going to do a full breakdown of Shake Milton's defense tonight because I was very impressed, man. I was excited about that. So I'm going to look out for that. I'm definitely excited for what I saw from him.
What about you, Justin?
If you want, go follow me on Twitter at J_Persichetti. Dibes got it right today. So, I mean, he's up there. He's up there. So, yeah, go follow me on there. Go follow the Painted Lines on Twitter. Like and subscribe to this video. We're posting all kinds of Sixers stuff on here. So, keep coming. We're going to be here.
Joey?
Yeah, you can follow me at JoeyD_6 on Twitter or not. I have a couple of days ago I posted an article making all my awards predictions for the season. Go check that out. And I'm going to be writing a lot more now that I have some time off from grad school. So I'm just going to be writing about the general NBA as a whole. I'll let Austin and Jason handle a lot of that Sixers coverage because they're absolutely killing it with that stuff. But yeah, go give me a follow or not.
Voice of the people.
All right, you can follow me at Philly_Madness. I am planning a Christmas Eve recording tomorrow of my Christmas wish list for the Philadelphia sports scene. And where I was a voice of optimism tonight, you can expect me to be a voice of negativity on that recording tomorrow. I'm going to be calling for quite a few jobs. I'm going to be calling for quite a few heads in the analyst department. I have quite a few things in mind, but I will be in a onesie and my ugly Christmas sweater maybe on top of my onesie. Haven't really decided what the wardrobe's going to be tomorrow, so be prepared for that. And then I guess I'll be on the Sunday live stream to watch that stupid ass team play. But
Rob, they're going to make the playoffs.
That's
my God, man.
Pump the brakes.
No, that would be terrible. We don't want them to make the playoffs.
Washington, do your job this week. Win your game and be the NFC's champion for the love of Jesus himself.
No, tank for Devontae. Tank for Devontae.
When Jesus was born, do it for him, Washington football team. Do it for him.
Rob, I have a quick question for Rob. Is one of your Christmas wish lists going to be Tobias Harris going to the Rockets for James Harden?
If I could fit him on the list. I have a really lengthy list right now. There are a lot of asshats that I need to get fired in this town, so I got to put them on the list first. And then we'll see if Tobias makes it after tonight. Tonight was not a strong night for the Tobias Harris plan.
No, it wasn't. All right, I just want to say thank you, everybody here, for watching, commenting. Please be sure to like. Please be sure to subscribe. Check us out on Twitter at The Painted Lines and on Instagram and on Facebook. Thank you to everybody here. And I guess stay awesome.
Stay solid.
Stay solid?